All right, so we're gonna get this question. I have a question to ask you. We're gonna get it right. Make
Before
sure
you ask that question, can y'all hear?
No, we're good. We're good. Everybody's solid. Okay.
All right.
So check this out. So I have a thing with eye contact. Eye contact is the biggest thing that concerns me. Of course, raising my kids. When I talk to someone, I want to make sure I'm looking at them in their eyes so I can see you and you can see me. So you know what I say is for real. You know, make sure everything is good. It's kind of what I teach. You talk to people, you look in their eyes, right?
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? KK?
Yeah. You got to.
You got to, right?
Yeah.
So when you're looking at someone in their eyes, when you're giving them head or they're giving you head, where do your eyes go? How does that make you? Is that something you focus on, or you kind of like look away, or what is that?
No, I watch them do what they do. When they look up,
you gotta look at them. I feel like that's
wonderful
the only,
job.
Yeah, that's the only non-verbal communication you can have. It's not like she could talk back to you, right?
I mean, they're like, oh God, oh Jesus, Jesus.
First of all,
no,
she forgot your name. Let's start right there.
Jesus. No, that's not what happened.
No, that's not what happened.
Because I know
that's her baby daddy name. she not calling your name. She not calling your name.
No, because it's funny because earlier, because this is for everyone that's just tuning in or listening to us on the podcast, we had some, I guess I'll bring it up now, some audio difficulties. So this is our third time having this conversation, so y'all can finally hear it. But earlier, the second time we had the conversation, Tina was letting us know. She kind of popped off and said how she focuses on the person when she's down there.
Why wouldn't I look at my partner?
And she's looking at her partner, making sure how she's enjoying it and feeling it.
Right.
And KK was talking about how he's down there with his eyes closed, just daydreaming. And
I didn't actually say that.
Oh, he didn't say that, but he.
I say so.
I'll run it back so y'all can not hear it because we didn't have it on. but that makes sense, and it's funny because when that was being said, that lets me know that I don't know, KK, Tina may got you. Tina may have you in that whole. I would say cunnilingus still.
I let her think that. That's fine.
No, I don't have to think. It's okay. I let you talk your shit. Talk your shit, K.
Talk your shit, K.
Talk your shit, K.
I'm just saying. I don't know. I would. Can we have a pay-per-view, Brandon? Can you set that up? Have a little pay-per-view match. We have KK at what are you? 180 pounds in the red corner and
coming in.
And Tina from I don't know, Roosevelt High School.
Damn, nigga, I went to college. Shit.
In the blue corner.
I'm a professional, nigga.
But Roosevelt doesn't get too many shout outs, so we gotta.
They got a shout out. They beat Judson the other day.
Man,
they lost in the playoffs today, though.
Yeah, that's probably the highlight of
beat them for no reason. Then
nah, anytime you send them niggas to the crib, it's for a reason.
Yeah.
Anytime you end somebody's playoff run,
that was the highlight of their whole senior year. That's after that, it's nothing else.
That's reasonable.
30 years old. Hey, you remember when we beat Jets and Rockets
in the second round?
I went to college. I don't really know. My college out here doing anything. No, we about to make our way into the college football playoff.
They might.
No,
they might get in there.
We're in the 5 spot.
Don't you have a lot of losses need to happen? Because isn't Ohio? Anyway, we'll talk about
anyway.
football,
Yeah, that's not important.
So anyway, yeah. So that is the third time for episode 42 of the Socially Irresponsible podcast.
That's funny.
Who are you? You want to take a stab at it, Brandon, to try to tell everybody who we are, what they're listening to, why they're listening to us, and why they love us.
Tina usually does that.
No, Tina, go ahead.
Like I said before, we are a safe place for heathens.
Before what?
Like I said this last week, that we're a safe place for heathens, y'all. So whoever has some hot takes, if they're trash, I'm gonna tell you they're trash. But bring them on. Let's have a conversation. Let's talk about it.
That's so heathens. Who's a heathen? What is a heathen? Who are heathens?
The listeners.
There you go.
Yeah. Simple. The listeners, because I'm not one.
Yeah, I'm a fucking heathen. I'm a heathen through and through. So like I was saying, I was thinking over the weekend, after the show, like what are we? You know, I want to have an identity so people can see, like, oh, you know, you go through listen. We can listen to a sports podcast, this, that, and the third, and we're a lot of everything, and yet we're nothing at all. We speak about everything. We talk that shit. We let everybody know what our opinions are. And we like to hear y'all. If you want to come on and join us and let us know what y'all's opinion is, y'all can do the same thing as well. But that is the Socially Irresponsible, the podcast. KK, how's your weekend?
Week was good. Same old for me, man. Working. What's up?
You know what? We forgot again to introduce ourselves.
We did indeed.
Go ahead.
Well, just let Tina introduce herself. She
Nah,
have enough names for everybody that's here.
Nah, y'all go first, so y'all don't have to try to follow me. You know
I'm
what I'm
finna try to follow you.
Go ahead, Kay.
I mean, hey,
Okay, who are you?
KK. That's it.
That's it.
No,
That's it,
AKA.
man.
AKA.
Nah, I ain't got no AKA.
That's it.
211.
KK.
Stairway K.
Great value Diddy. That's my favorite
Yes, sir.
one. Great value Diddy.
Great value Diddy.
Like y'all, hey, everyone watching right now, y'all see his smile. That's great value Diddy. Look, smile for me.
Nah,
Take that. Take that. Take
He's
that.
keeping his head down.
Take that. Take that.
And then over here we have I am Damien, aka Maverick, not aka Maverick, Damien Maverick, aka the Devil's Advocate. That's my only aka. Miss Engineer.
Hey.
There you go. That's it. That's all you need to hear. That's it. You know who that is from the back.
Speaks for itself, baby.
Here we go. Let's go.
KK's such a hater, bro. Hey, y'all. It's Tina, aka Tina Cuz, aka Steph Curvy, aka Khaki Christie, aka 24 Karat Stud, aka the Grinch that stole your bitch.
Ooh. That's kind of rude.
I forgot.
Beige behavior.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
kinda-
Oh, I forgot. The podcast panty dropper. I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
You're the biggest hater ever.
Who me?
So
That nigga.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad it's one bigger.
Street meat over here.
Oh yeah, that's my AK. Street
Yeah.
meat. Yeah. I'm for the streets, as she says. She says I'm for the streets.
For the streets.
So what's up, Tina? What you got? How's your week?
Oh man. My week was not great. We'll talk about that at a later date. Bars.
That did come.
Oh, bars. But
Eminem, yeah, that's what's up. You sound like a real spitter.
lyrical miracle. No, my week was the usual, I guess. You know, kids went to school. I went to the gym. I went to work. Getting ready for the holidays. I still hate Christmas. That's about it.
That's because you're out there stealing people's bitches. That's why you hate Christmas. That
It'd be
karma
like
is
that.
bad.
It'd be like
You get nothing but coals in your bag.
Why do you hate Christmas? Because of the money you got to spend?
Because she's
No,
white
I
right
just,
now.
I'm just.
Look how light she is. It's a bad season for her.
I just don't really care for Christmas. Like it's about my kids, but other than that, it's
You need to get over that.
Christmas.
Christmas is a great time of the year. No.
I'm close with my family, so like it's not like we get to spend time together. I spend time with my family all the time.
I know it's a lot of women listening, man. Y'all get y'all kids dad something, man. I hate
Fuck them.
Say-
Not just playing. I'm playing.
Say I don't mind not getting nothing, but I be like, damn, man, everybody open up shit. I'm just sitting here. Say, what do I do?
You open up your
I
wallet.
say, as soon as I leave, I'm going to the fucking mall. Say, look, and I'm coming back, and y'all gonna be mad as hell at me.
Dad should
Let me
always
not
get
open up
something.
nothing. Yes.
Dad should always get
It don't
something.
even. I just want to open up something. It could be just be like,
Nothing.
a piece of paper that say, Merry Christmas. Just let me open something. Just
Yeah,
to.
I'd crumble that up and throw it right at their forehead. You
I
got
mean,
it.
it gotta be nothing. I just want to open up a present.
Yeah, I understand.
I hope my mama hear this.
Did you? did
Grown
you?
ass man, mama.
Did you finish your Christmas shopping yet?
I finished today. I got a couple more things to get, but
Yeah, I still got some stuff I got to get, but
did you
the
start?
big things are done. Yeah. Like the big gifts are done, and now I got to just grab some little.
Did you start?
I still need to get the Christmas tree.
It's too late. What you gonna get it for?
I'll have a Christmas tree up until March. I
This
love
one
the
across the
smell.
street. He's been
Nigga,
sitting outside for a couple of
what?
days.
Really? It's real?
It's on the bench outside. Have you seen that?
No, I haven't.
Every time I pull up, I see the tree sitting out there. What are you gonna do with it?
No, I like Christmas trees. I'll have it up until March. Water in it and everything. It smells good in your house.
Oh, you like real
March?
trees?
Yeah, I get
Nigga,
real
I would
trees.
die.
I couldn't.
Allergies.
My allergies would take me smooth the hell out.
I go get that big old box out of Dollar General with that $10 sticker on it.
You
Yes,
stupid.
sir.
Tree be this tall.
What'd you do this week, Brie?
Man, so I was a procrastinator. I waited to the last minute for the Christmas gifts. And now my ass sitting here hoping shit come in on time. I'm checking.
You couldn't do like curbside pickup for them?
No, like I ordered some other stuff and I'll be looking at the tracking.
Shit. That's why I really don't like to online shop like at all, because I'm impatient as hell.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
I like the deal.
Especially, I just don't like if they give you a date. that
And it ain't there.
that day passed. Like, man, y'all, hey, look, I paid for a service, man.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at with it. I'm like,
So-
okay, so when my package
Yeah.
gonna be here?
Yeah.
They said, ma'am, it takes 2 to 4 weeks. I said, no. You told me 2 weeks when I ordered. It's been 2 weeks.
Right.
Because it's holidays and
So,
Corona. I don't want to
Somebody ain't getting their Christmas gift on time.
Yeah.
Is it me?
This
No, I got you some drawers since you don't wear them.
I don't ever wear underwear. Is that bad? I mean, come on now. Let's be honest.
My
not
homeboy
bad.
said Adam and Eve got 50% off for the last minute shoppers. Y'all know what Adam and Eve is?
Yes.
Sex toys and shit.
Oh, y'all need some. Remember? You say they don't have
y'all
enough
said
for
y'all
y'all.
wanted something.
Brianna actually gave me a cock ring. I haven't yet used it.
Y'all are the
Good.
weirdest fucking cousins
You ain't lying.
in the
son.
world, bro. What's wrong with you?
Son.
Yeah, I haven't-
Y'all niggas don't have no boundaries, cuz.
She's looking out. She's looking out for me.
Hey, I want him to enjoy his sexual times.
Hey.
She's looking out for me. Is that you don't
That's
talk
strange.
sex and stuff with your family,
It's strange.
No.
your cousins, for real?
No,
No.
Who else do you talk to though?
I got friends.
Person I'm fucking.
No.
Well,
Duh.
there's that.
Who else are you out here talking to about sex?
I've talked to the Cowabunga. Y'all remember that conversation?
Yeah.
I talk.
It's true.
Yeah, I mean, I just talk. My week. Damien, how's your week?
How's your
man.
week,
We don't care. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
No, so I had this encounter at Costco. And what happened? So I'm getting gas, right? And I don't know if you've been to Costco. I don't know if y'all peons out there are still shopping at Walmart
Not
or
the peons.
whatever.
Jeez.
But us ballers here, we shop at Costco.
$40. They make you a baller for $40 card.
I got the black card, man. It's like
The $100 card?
something, yeah. Hey, let me talk my shit,
That
please.
don't make you a baller,
Nigga,
man.
can I talk my shit,
They
please?
called us a peon.
Can I talk my shit?
He tried it.
Yeah.
I mean, can I? I'm just saying. So I'm at Costco, so I'm baller and shit, and I just got my life together, and everything here is just so awesome. Yeah, no cosigns. No, that's not where we're at.
Nah, go ahead.
All right, anyway. So there's this. I'm at the gas pump to get gas, and their gas is cheap as shit. No bullshit. I have a card just because of that. But the guy, you have to stick your card in there and leave it in there now if you have a pin. And then it tells you to ask you all these questions, and you put your pin in, and then you take it out. You used to just put your pin in and pull it out. Anyway, there's a white guy in front of me, and there's a white lady across from me. And old man, at least 67 years old. He was struggling, right? So I was like, say, you okay? Like, now the machines have changed. So put your card in there, let it sit in there, throw your pin in there, and when it says pull it out, then you pull it out. He doesn't understand the pull out method. So he's struggling, right? So I kind of explained it to him. So then after he understood that, right? He was like, oh man, thank you. And all of a sudden across the way, there's an older white woman. She was at least 80. She understood the pull-out method. She did just what I told her to do. And she was, thank you, sir. And I was like, oh, I appreciate it. And then I got in the car after I got my gas, drove off, and I gave him a little wave. Hey, thank you guys. Hope you'll have a good evening, and drove off. Now, as I was doing this, I noticed I do this a lot with white people. I represent for my team as black folks. You know what I mean? And I do that with, if I meet black people out like that, I act real nice to them as well. Like, hey, do extra shit just to let them know, like, hey, like, I'm a good guy. Don't you know what I mean? Do you think white people put on for their team for us?
Hell
They
no.
don't give a fuck about that.
They don't care
We
about us.
I don't even give a fuck about that.
You don't put on for like that. You don't
I
find
just
yourself
be
doing.
who I am. Yeah,
I'm
I'm
not
who I
tap
am.
dancing.
Yeah, like, but I noticed I do that. Like, it was around anyone, like white people. But I notice for white people, like I don't want them to look at us as black folks how they view us, because they view us differently. Let's not pretend like they don't. And this dude was 70, so I know he said nigga quite a few times in his life. You know what I mean?
I hear you. I feel like
It's not really tap dancing.
humanity. No, I just feel like humanity is in such a shitty place that being a good person is like considered putting on for your team. Nah, bro, you're just being a good person.
But I know, but
and it's so different than what everybody else is doing. Like, it stands out, and that shit is sad.
and you know what I mean? Like, oh, he's just I bet he's like, that's such a nice black guy. Like, and so when I'm being nice to him, he's like,
Not a nice person, a nice black guy. Huh?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like it's an anomaly for him. And I'm thinking to myself, like, I wonder when white people encounter black people, are they like, man, that's such a, I'm gonna, hey guy, how you doing, buddy? Like, we're gonna go off and just be, hey, let me get this door for you. Like, are they being extra kind to, like the guy that tried to buy you stuff after the George Floyd stuff, and they're doing that extra stuff so you won't look at white people as all bad.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Fuck them.
So I worry about that.
Extra nice though.
You know what I mean
that.
though? So, but I feel like we always have to do that, be extra nice. It's not just because.
Why do you feel that though? We don't have to do that.
Well, we don't have to, but it's one of those things. You don't want them to look at us as like all black people are this way, and that's how I feel. I don't want them to look at us as a black race.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Well,
like I feel like that plays into respectability politics.
You and that word.
It's the truth though. Like we want to put on, you know what I mean? We want to represent how good black people look. But these aren't the standards that we set for ourselves. They're the standards that other people set for us. And I just can't get down. I can't get down with that shit.
But it's also
like if you're being a good person, just be a good person. But don't do it because you want them to think that black people are good.
But I mean, I do it for both. Like I understand what you're saying, and y'all are 110% correct. But I also want them to not look at us as niggas. You know what I mean?
I don't give a shit.
They didn't look at you as that, but 5 minutes later, you was a nigga.
And that's the thing. I'm not changing the curve. I'm not making any difference. Yeah. Like you said, they get on the highway and someone cuts them off, nigga. You know what I mean? Or someone delivers their package or someone's barbecuing and they don't like it. Karen's calling, so I get it.
Yeah, and that's why I'm not going out of my way.
But I mean, it's just something I noticed myself, and I had to question myself. Like, damn, like am I doing too much for these white folks, or am I just, or am I doing the right thing because it's the right thing?
Let me tell you something. I seen a old white lady drive off with the fucking gas pump in her shit still. I could have stopped her and told her it was gonna happen.
Hold on, time out.
Shit?
You said you could have?
Nigga, fuck her.
Yeah, you kind of racist.
Damn. Yeah,
Sorry.
you should have probably helped her out. Yeah, you probably should have helped her out, man.
Shit happens.
Can black people be racist? I thought they couldn't. They can.
I mean,
you just don't fuck with white people at nothing.
Nah, like I fuck with some white people. I really do. But you have to have shown me who you are. You know what I mean? Like,
will you give them the opportunity to?
Sure. Yeah. Oh, okay. I'm not gonna be like, you're white, don't talk to me.
Okay.
Am I gonna go out of my way for you? Absolutely not. Sorry.
Yeah, she said that shit.
I mean that shit, bro.
She owned that. Yeah, no, that's what's up. I don't know. Like I said, it's one of those things that I fought with myself at that time, realizing like, because everything I do in life, I think about it for the podcast. Like I'll do shit. I'm like, that's a good topic. Let me bring that to the show. Right. So when that happened, I kind of thought about it.
Ashley and Nicole, be you. If you're a good person and you do good shit, then do good shit. But I'm not trying to show them that we're not all bad people. If you look at me and you think that there's more of a chance that I'm a bad person because of the color of my skin, you can eat a dick.
Hey, calm down, man.
Eat a dick,
that shit, bro.
Yeah, on that gang shit right now.
A big black one. Like I mean that shit, bro. Like I've been in situations where I'm the only black person that is there. I went to a super white school. I worked.
Roosevelt?
I went to Texas A&M University.
Yeah, they're white.
Where did you go before that?
I went to Roosevelt.
Yeah, super black.
It's super black now. It wasn't super black back then. No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
The Glen has always been around.
It's always been around. But you know what else has been around? Windcrest. Like that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. No, but my point is, I've been in those situations where I'm the only black person there. If I fucking tap dance for every goddamn person that was around me, I would never be myself.
No, and I get it. So it's like that fine line. Well, kind of what you said earlier. Roosevelt, I think, was the first squad that we played against. The niggas was dunking in pregame. It was number of niggas at Roosevelt. Yeah. I don't care what year you went to. It was number of niggas over there. all 2,000 of them. Little ass
even in the 90s.
Of course, the basketball team was black. What the hell?
But Ashley made a good. She said something. She says it's kind of important. because people automatically assume we're dangerous and angry or dangerous. So I mean, kind gestures can go a long way.
And they're ignorant for assuming that.
But that's how I felt.
But
I feel
look,
like
you
it can
angry
change.
and you saying some dangerous shit.
But I'm not angry when I'm out in public. You know what I mean? Like I'm not saying fuck you, lady. You drove off with the gas pump.
You're just not doing
I
that
just
extra
minded
shit.
my business.
You're just not doing that extra shit. Yeah, no, I get it.
Just minding my business.
I'll do that extra shit, but I'll do it with black people as well. I'll do it with Asians. I'll do it with whoever. The thing is I feel like when I do it to them, I'm wondering, like, is it making them look at us differently? And which I know it doesn't, but I hope that my kind gesture to them would help out.
If a black lady dropped a piece of lint out of her pocket, I will pick that bitch up and hand it to her. And I mean that shit, bro, because there's so much shit that black people get left out of.
Yeah.
There's so many things that are just for this particular culture.
Yeah.
Black people are the only people that support everybody else's shit. But when it comes to shit that's just for us, we're wrong for it. Fuck no. We had this conversation in a room on Facebook, and this is probably the first conversation I think I had with you, and it might have been when D Jones was on it as well.
Okay.
And Chris Green, shout out to Chris because I know he watches. He was raffling off iPads, right? And he was torn about whether or not he was gonna say for black kid, like I want to find a black family to give this to, or I want to find a black child to give this to.
Mm-hmm.
There are so many things that we get left out of. Why should we feel like we should include others?
So
fuck them. Give it to black kids.
Me, Brianna, my kids, and my cousin Marie, we rented out a theater. So when the Black Panther first came out, it was Davis Middle School, right, Brianna? So we so we said we want to have tickets for all the black people. So we went to Davis Middle School,
1000%,
and all the black people, as like 80 something seats we had available for. I want to do it for the black kids over there. You know, this white lady had a problem with me doing it, and not just her. It was some black people that had issues with, like, why is it just for black kids? Why can't all kids go? Right. And I was like, because, like, for one, this is what I'm doing with what we're doing. And it wasn't all out of my pocket. Trust me. There's a lot of people that donated and participated into that fundraiser to get it going. So I thank everybody out there for it. But people were mad because I was doing something for just the black community.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
This lady that asked you that her kids probably seen every movie on the marquee.
Every movie.
Hold tight, y'all. We got a question for Tina.
Go ahead.
Girl, please tell us how to say your name first of all.
Xlii.
Because they say Xlii, but I know that's not how your name is pronounced.
That's pronounced.
That's
what her mama named her. Xlii.
It's Xillia.
SJ Davis Reese.
Read the question.
But
hold on. Read it first.
Tina, what if it was a Hispanic or another race? Just curious.
Hispanic, absolutely. When I look at Hispanic women, I see my mom. So they getting love off of it.
If y'all don't know, Tina's a whole half-breed.
My mom is
out
Mexican. So my mom is Mexican.
They're called a half-breed.
Yeah.
She a whole mutt.
A whole mutt.
Yeah.
What kind of dog you got?
When I see Hispanic women, I see my mom. Okay, so honestly, most people of color are getting that kind of love from me. Okay. But yeah, I just don't feel compelled to do anything extra for white. For what?
No.
They already got a leg up on everybody and everything. Why they need my help? Why they need my black ass help?
No, I mean, like I said, I get it 100%. I just feel that I don't know. I mean, I didn't like it. I didn't like that someone would get mad at me on how I wanted to spend the money that I raised for what I wanted to do.
And that's
it for.
bullshit. Yeah.
And then again, like you said, like it was for my black community. And someone said Reese Jackson, where was, I don't know which one, it wasn't Jeff Davis.
It's SJ Davis. It was the one across the street
right by
from
Sam
Sam,
Houston,
bro.
yeah, right there by
Sammy
Sam
Davis
Houston.
Jr.
But what it was, was that it was so cool because when we brought the kids, they were bused to, and I took them to the Palladium. The reason why I took them to the Palladium is because that's the nicest, best movie theater in town. You understand, when those kids got out of that bus and walked in there, they're like, "Oh my gosh,
they bowl.
This is my
I
house."
got a bowling alley in this motherfucker?
No, that one didn't have bowling alley.
Which one got the bowling alley?
Not that one. But they're like, oh my gosh, look at these stairs. This is my house. They're outside when they're waiting for the cars. They're like, that's my car. That's my car. Oh my God, look at this movie theater. And they got into the seats, and the seats recline. And not only do the seats recline, we got them popcorn and ices. And the ices was unlimited refills on the ices. Oh my
God, them kids went on sick.
Yes.
Yeah, so the icing machine wasn't in the back where the cash, it was right there by the movie theater. So you drank your stuff, go to the thing, fill it up, and go back. And they're like, oh my gosh, look at this. This is, you understand, those kids have never seen nothing like that in their whole entire life. And the Palladium is literally 15 minutes from the east side.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
A good 45 minutes.
It's way further. But
go
yes.
down 20 minutes. Go down 10 is 15 miles.
Good 45 minutes.
You're
correct.
What I mean?
It was so crazy, and this is an experience
it's
that
not close. But I'm telling him to continue with his story. He's not right, but I want him to continue with his story.
Ain't it right up 10, like right up 10, 15, depending on traffic?
No, it was more than that.
It's long.
They was on the bus for a minute.
Okay, so but it's like 15 miles. It's not that far. When it comes to like you living in one area and you just travel so far and you see a whole different type of world that you've never seen before. It's too close to not have seen that. And the crazy thing about it is that if I could have took a bunch of white kids, not all white kids,
to the galaxy, what the fuck?
Yeah, we're getting out of here.
The fuck, buddy.
But the thing is,
roll that TV and that VCR on that Carterton auditorium.
They wouldn't have had the exact same experience as those I don't want to say underprivileged, but that's kind of what it is. Underserved kids in that community. What's up, Bree?
Reese Jackson says, "Where were you when he was growing up?"
Nah, dead ass, bro.
How old are you, Reese?
Let me tell you something.
Hold on. How old are you, Reese?
Before he answers, this is my guy. This is my guy.
Okay.
Maurice came from the most humble beginnings you can imagine.
So you know Reese?
I know him very well. We grew up together.
Okay.
He came from the most humble beginnings you can ever imagine, and has really done some dope stuff with his life. He had a dream to go to Florida State University. He went and did it. You know what I'm saying? Like
sports?
No.
Just going.
My nigga's smart.
That's what's up, Reese.
He did his thing. So he talked about where was you at when when we was growing up.
Like I was at Madison High School.
Y'all are probably the same age. Yeah, he's a couple years older than me.
I'm 30th. He's 36. So when I was at Texas Tech, Reese getting in trouble. So I don't even Reese, when we was growing up, social media wasn't and I hate it because I really wish social media was a thing growing up. I mean, I would have been popping by now. I'd have been something.
Shut up.
Hopefully, right? Hopefully. Oh, so KK, also, this is the heathen question. So of course, after this, we're gonna bring on the heathens, let them know what's good. We don't have the audio for the heathens this week, and I do apologize for you guys, but our system kind of faulted, so we had to move everything to a new system, which is why we're starting later than we wanted to today. This is the exact same time we normally start, but we wanted to start for you guys earlier. But anyway, when we were talking about the body count, right? Someone came in and hit me up and wanted me to ask you this, one of the heathens. So I'm going to ask you this.
Yeah.
Is there a number that is too low for you? I thought it was a good question.
That is a good
question. Too low.
Yeah. So would you date someone who's only fucked with 2 people? Or if you're their first?
No, not my first.
Second? If you're their second?
No, they gotta have they'd have to be knocked down a few times, but more than once.
Did you just say knocked down a few times?
Yeah. Not 120 times though.
So the reason why I asked this,
we can't see it.
If it comes up, read it.
Move the mouse.
Move your mouse.
If it comes up, read it, Brandon. Just hit it and read it. But the thing is that if so the question from last week,
no virgins.
The question from last week's show was, there was a woman in our crowd pleaser, I guess the very first topic we bring up. There was a woman who was dating this guy that had a good relationship. He was only with 7 people. Later in the relationship, like, I don't know, let's say a year after they were together, she wanted to get married. They were doing really good. They had a conversation about their body count. He said he's been with 7 people, so she was number 7. And she said she's been with actually about 115 to 120 guys. Number varies because she was drunk and she doesn't remember everybody. So, and then after he found that out, he left her. Me personally, and Tina, I believe most of us were like, we don't give a damn about the body count. If we're with you, we like you, we care for you. That's what it is. KK did not want to hear that, which is totally fine. His preference, he doesn't want someone being with that many people. His number, he said, throw out some numbers. 30 was his number. 30 is the deal breaker. More than 30, no. Less than 30, 29, we can talk. We can figure this out.
Right.
So then someone else came on the show. Me saying that, I'm curious, what is your number? If you haven't tuned into last show, what is your number? And if you haven't tuned in, tune into the last show and listen to the conversation. But so 30 is your number, your barometric. That's where you're at.
I mean, I'm not
just give or take.
Yeah.
But what is your too low?
A virgin?
Yeah. So you wouldn't do a virgin.
Yeah, nah.
Second, third person, you're good.
Yeah.
Even where you are, right? Like your age right now with your sexual experience right now.
Is it the virgins my age?
No. I'm saying you would deal with somebody that has only been with 2 people.
I'm pretty sure they exist. They're sacrificed all the time.
I couldn't do 2.
Why?
Yeah.
What do you know how to do if you've only had sex with 2 people?
At 38, I'm not trying to train you. I need someone that's fucked quite a few people to understand.
Like you know what he like and you know what he like. You don't know what nobody else like. I'm cool.
Bitch, you don't know what you like.
Exactly.
That's my thing.
That part. Yeah, that's not okay for me. For me, mine is different.
What's yours?
I don't care how many.
I don't have a high.
I don't care how many total sexual partners you've had. How many women have you been with? Because a lot of girls just want to get their cat ate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
All selfish and shit.
Because we're better at it. But a lot of girls just want to experience that.
She just plugged her.
But I just can't see myself eating somebody cat and not fucking.
Just to see what it's like. I don't have a dick, stupid.
Yes, you do. Put that home like a belt. It's time to go to war.
It's war. And then it goes further to how many times have you pleasured a woman? Because a lot of girls will go and they're pillow princesses. They want to get oral from a girl, but they don't want to reciprocate. So are you reciprocating or not? Because
they don't like doing it back.
No, they just want to get their cat egg.
A
lot of girls are like
get at that motherfucker like
you're stupid. It's true though. They just want to see what it's like.
I don't have, I guess after that question was brought up, was a dope question. I don't have, and I believe I don't have a floor. I mean, I don't have a max.
Yeah, ceiling. Mm-hmm.
I have a fucking floor.
Yeah.
What's your floor?
My floor, if you've told me, I don't really have an exact number, but if you told me you've only been with 10 guys, I'm like, why am I fucking you then?
Yeah.
Right? Like, I'll have sex with you, but I'm going to have a predetermined thought like she has no fucking idea what she needs to be doing right now. Right? Now, that's my floor. I don't know what it is. 20, maybe we can see.
What's your ceiling?
I don't have one. You could have fucked 500 niggas before me. If you ain't got no diseases and you're good and you're healthy.
500?
Nigga, I don't care. But the thing is, if you tell
what, like, is there still gonna be something on it?
I
don't understand.
I can't do it.
I don't understand.
It's not, I mean, that's the thing. If you fuck with 500 people, and if I fucked with you and liked you before you told me 500, there's no reason why I shouldn't like you after you told me 500.
Yeah.
There's nothing about you that has changed. I like what you were before. That number is not gonna automatically be like, oh, I fucking hate you, bitch. And that's kind of how I feel about it. But again, if you tell me 500 and we never had sex before, I'm gonna think some shit like, oh, this hoe is But then you know what I mean? And that's just that. But I brought that up because someone asked, one of our heathens asked me to ask you that. Is there a floor? And I thought that was a good question.
That is a good question.
So I have a floor. Like I said, I have a floor. I don't have a ceiling. I need you to at least be somewhat experienced.
I got a ceiling. I got a ceiling.
And
I'm not Lil Wayne, motherfucking no ceilings in this motherfucker. I got a ceiling.
2 to 30.
I got
2 to 30.
I got a whole ceiling in this motherfucker.
Yeah.
I gotta be able to test the roof.
If I can't touch that, no.
I can't touch the roof. I don't fucking. That ain't my ceiling.
2 to 30.
If you married somebody and they told you they have been with 10 people, let's just say, and then y'all are married, and then I don't know,
we gonna see 10, the judge, nigga. If that 10 go to 100, then we going right to the judge. She lied.
The person that you've had a 10-year relationship with
is over.
Been married, had kids. There's a perfect partner for you. and you find out that number is different, you're getting a divorce.
From 10 to what?
Hold on, listen.
I swear to God, 10 to what?
But you went extreme.
89.
Yeah, I'm done. Nigga.
Hold on, listen. You know what?
I'm
I would love to see this divorce on who's that black judge on TV?
The dark one or the not Maybelline.
Maybelline.
No.
Tolliver.
Yeah,
Tolliver.
Yeah. I would love to see this case on her motherfucking trial. Oh, I would love to see this. She would. Shit.
I wouldn't even marry nobody. I wouldn't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm not getting that far without knowing.
Hey, KK.
People like you is the reason.
But they lie.
Why.
You said last week they could lie to you.
That's what I'm about to say. Reason.
But if you lie, you gotta keep up the lie.
This
Don't.
nigga Reese
So,
is
KK.
stupid.
Huh?
KT said, "Go ahead and get you one of them Hondas."
What does that mean? Like they take a licking and keep on ticking? Is that where the money reside? Where the money reside? Where the money reside?
Is that what it was?
Is
that what it was?
Honda.
I don't even get it though.
Hey girl.
Because Hondas can take a lot of miles. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Oh, I don't
Hondas
want
can have a lot of mileage. That's what he's saying.
Nah, I don't want one of them Hondas.
But like
I'm just
saying-
curious. Like if
I'm
they,
not saying I wouldn't fuck. I'm just saying I wouldn't be in a relationship with
no,
one.
no, I get it. I'm like shocked at like they lied to you in the beginning. So if the lie is why you're leaving, cool. But if the number is why you're leaving, that's shocking.
The number is a lie. That's why I'm leaving.
No, like not the principle that they lied to you, but just the actual number.
Y'all
That's-
niggas, man.
No.
Okay, to me, 89 is a whore. I don't want a whore. Is that an
Ew,
answer?
that's not a whore.
Is that-
Stop
that's a
that.
whore.
Stop
I mean,
that.
That's a
he
whole
he
hoe.
feels it's a whore.
It's a whore. I don't want a whore.
I mean, see, and my whole
Do
thought
y'all even
process
like
is-
women? Like, do y'all even like women?
No, but I love
Just-
pussy. I mean, is that good?
Yeah.
Is that a good answer?
I'm just confused.
I'm subjective about women.
Like, I
I'm
just
still
don't
trying to figure that
understand.
out.
Even if I fuck the honey, like, it don't matter.
How you find all these different ways to like cage women in and keep them from like being themselves? Like, do you like them?
What kind of silly ass question is that?
I can
it's
answer.
a real fucking question.
I can
It's
answer.
not a real question.
I can answer the
It
question.
is a real question
Because I don't want a girl that had a lot of dick. I don't good.
I
No,
can-
no,
I'm good on that.
It's just it's a broad like society type question. Go ahead, Damien.
No, you don't want to have my answer. I tell you, I'm subjective about women at this point
Okay,
in my life. Love pussy. Greatest thing.
Understood.
I think pussy is probably God's greatest invention. I don't think he's ever invented anything better than pussy.
So I have a question.
I've said that
Yes.
many times.
I'm stealing it from Reese. Reese got some questions for y'all.
What's up,
He's an
Reese?
idiot.
He said, "What about oral number?
Oral number. If she's fucked 10, she should have sucked 10 dicks.
You don't eat vagina, so
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Damn, she got me.
Oh.
Check.
I'm just saying."
Damn. What do you got? Tina? KK, what is their oral number? Are you kissing on the mouth?
I
She
don't
found out
give
she
a
sucked
fuck.
20 dicks.
I mean, kissing is a sexual act. I'm gonna kiss.
So if she sucked, so you
She's
want
under 30.
hold on. So,
She's under 30 dicks. She sucks.
so you won't marry someone
I
who
won't get in nothing serious with nobody with no 80, no 100, nothing serious.
Would you-
that ain't my thing.
But would you just fuck a girl that sucked 80
I've been
dicks?
said I'd do that, nigga.
Okay. You kissing them
We
out?
talking about relationships or we talking about having sex with somebody with
This-
a lot of numbers? It's a
Relationship.
I mean,
Relationship.
It's a difference.
I'm not
Relationships.
saying that you should be in a relationship with everybody you have sex with, but this is how people end up with fucked up baby mamas. I just want y'all to understand that because y'all go out here and y'all will fuck anybody, not y'all specifically, but
Thank
men
you.
in general.
'Cause I got one.
Hold
You know
on.
what I'm saying?
We won't.
Because you lucked out, my nigga. Like,
Hey,
like
3 kids.
just because you made it out
3
doesn't
kids.
mean
They
that
all got the same mama.
we're peaking.
From 94 to
You noticed that
2010.
Like
You shut me out?
like that's
You
the
good.
no we were peeking. But the thing is like, yo, fuck this person who has this terrible outlook on life. You know what I mean? Like maybe I don't know, they're just doing bad shit to people.
I feel like she's
And
talking
then-
about me.
When you have a baby,
take it that way.
then when you have a baby with them and they doing you bad, like you can't see your kids or they running it up on the child support or whatever the case may be, you're like, I can't believe this bitch is doing this shit. No, nigga, she already showed you who she was. You fucked her anyway.
She showed you 120 times ago.
Yeah.
Like,
So-
like even
The pussy was good. My kids are grown.
I'm just wondering, bro. Like
In
that shit
general?
just don't make sense to me.
I was joking. That has nothing to do with my
Please,
situation.
I'm like, please say in general.
That has nothing to do with my
What?
situation.
Which one's on entertainment? Which one is it?
It's only entertainment.
Totally
That's funny.
joking, guys. Go ahead.
So James says she got experience. 89 is a good number.
My dog.
Do your thing, Playboy.
89 is a great number.
Do your thing, nigga. I can't do it.
No, so like in all honesty, I have a floor. Like if you and like I will fuck you if you've had 3 or 4, 5, whatever. Like, but like sexually, I can't take you serious.
Right.
It's like Amazon. If you only had 4 deliveries, like I can't. I don't feel like my package is gonna get here safely.
Understood.
I'm not. If something happened in the middle of the delivery, I don't know if you're gonna be able to handle.
You haven't been
situation.
in the trenches. You haven't been in the trenches.
You're not gonna be able to handle that situation in the heat of the moment. So I need to know that, like, if something happens, like shit, if I'm fucking, like, say if my dick just won't rise right now, I need to make sure you know how to get that motherfucker up.
You can't get in the game without practice.
And that's what it is, man.
That part.
Practice.
Practice.
You can't make a layup, but you want her to shoot threes. This
You know
is
what I'm
bullshit.
We
It's
talking
bullshit.
practice?
It's bullshit. I'm trying
You
to
need
tell
that much
you.
practice?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, man, sex is one of those things to where, like, I mean,
Who the fuck y'all fucking? Like,
I've gotten way. So whoever I fuck with the very first years of my life, fucking right, fuck me now. That's all I gotta say.
Ken
Like,
said, imagine the body count of a porn star. That's work. It doesn't count.
they get paid.
Yeah.
That's work.
That's what they do. Say, why you don't fuck me like the porn star? They get $300,000 to do that shit. What you think you don't get for some Pepsi?
That's
it.
that's
Well, slice
work.
of pizza
I don't
and some
think
Pepsi.
that. Yeah, I don't think that counts.
Yeah, that
I
don't
can't
count.
say I'm a millionaire because the store I work at make millions. So why should the body count of a porn star matter?
Definitely wouldn't fuck with a porn star.
I would definitely fuck with a porn star.
Oh hell no!
I don't know how deep.
Oh.
I don't know where the relationship would go after we have sex. If
Yeah.
it would go anywhere. I'm not gonna lie. I've had sex with a porn star before.
I wouldn't even approach it.
Nope.
It.
It was-
I call it it.
Are
It was a
you-
great situation.
I wouldn't approach it.
Okay, so I'm gonna say something funny. Hold on, I'm gonna say something funny.
What?
Tina, fix your face. Listen, I'm gonna say something funny.
No, wait, hold on. Before you, man, shut your ass up. Calling people it's. That is a human being. Go ahead.
So
You click on their profile, I'm gonna say 18,000 video. Bitch,
remember,
say you got me fucked up.
remember the
She don't
woman-
want to be with you.
Hold on, remember the woman
Trust me.
who put her baby in the closet?
Hey,
Porn
y'all.
star. Porn star.
Oh.
Porn star.
Say, Ken, you keep talking about cars, man. That's different. Nigga. You
Listen.
trade your cars in.
Exactly. He's
I don't-
right.
He said if you drive your car for work, that mileage don't stop.
Yeah, don't stop, man.
I wouldn't. My car not gonna have that many miles on it.
But
though,
you
so-
driving like 200 miles a day, though. You already said that.
in a company vehicle though. It ain't my vehicle.
That's company pussy they giving up.
I wouldn't take that car to the club. That truck to the club.
So that was a question that someone asked. So I wanted to bring it
get
up.
here, man. What are we supposed to be talking about?
I
We
don't
got a
even
guest.
know.
Yeah, no.
I don't
No, we
even
got
know.
a guest.
Yes, let's get to our guest,
Hold on.
please.
That's how great that question was. That shit lasts 2 weeks.
Yeah, don't ask me this shit next week. 120 is too fucking much.
So KK is 12 too much? They're asking for themselves. You might as well just go in their DM
I
at
just
that
listen,
point.
nigga. Under 30.
No, he should not.
It was a joke.
It's
Oh.
only entertainment.
I got you.
Not in nobody's DM.
I got you, Kay.
Yeah, no one's DM. So Bree, let's bring in the heathens. See, guys, normally on the live, I know y'all been watching us because we've been on like every time, and y'all we have like all these viewers. Because I mean, we're on the 26th floor in San Antonio downtown. So and we have the guys that are listening from Japan. Who do we have from Japan? And who do we got from Taiwan? Who do we have from India? We have
Hey, heathens, where you at?
Yeah.
Bring them on in, Bree.
So on some cool shit, real quick though.
I'm only going to read the names I can pronounce. How about that?
No, on the cool though. If you're not from San Antonio, Texas, just make some shit up. Let us know where you're listening to us from. New York, Swahili, Zimbabwe.
Swahili is a language.
Oh, that's not a country?
No.
Okay. The Congo, because they do have internet there. What's his name?
I want
Akon.
to go home.
Akon.
I hate it here.
Akon is doing his thing, so
I hate it here.
so Akon is getting internet in the Congo, so we got him watching us from everywhere.
He says Wakanda.
We watching them from Wakanda. So let us know where you're at, and Brandon, bring in the heathens. Let us know where they're from. Let us know who's on.
All right. We have Ken with 1409 Podcast.
What's up, Ken?
What up, Ken?
We got James.
What's up, James?
I'm gonna call Ken Honda. I'm gonna call him Civic.
What a
That's his new name.
You gonna call him Civic?
I'm
I'm gonna call him
Liz.
Black Youngster. He like them whores.
Horse.
He like them whores
Again,
with high mileage.
do y'all even like women?
I'm
Go
not.
ahead,
No.
continue.
We got
That's not a
Retaz.
woman.
Hold on, man.
I'm just
Play pussy.
Please, but please.
Okay, we gonna pass by you.
Can I get a shirt that says pussy and then the greater sign and then woman? Can I get a sign that
No.
says that? Pussy, greater
No.
sign, woman?
No,
No? Okay.
no.
That would be a t-shirt. I guarantee Ken will buy it. Go ahead.
He's just laughing at you.
I
Right now.
guarantee Ken will buy it.
All right, we got Redog. We have Reese. We have Zelia.
Xlii.
There you go.
Stop doing that girl name like that.
That's how I spell.
Her mother did her name like that.
We have
It's only entertainment.
Thank you, Ken.
Em Latrice, Josie, AC Turner with the Radioactive Podcast.
What up, AC?
So AC, so if y'all don't ever check it, I'm gonna give him a shout out real quick. AC Turner has been doing some really big shit out there. He's had quite a few interviews with a lot of big name stars. He had one with Cuba. I'm fucking up this dude. I'm saying with Cuba Gooding Jr.'s brother. Like that's so disrespectful.
Omar Gooden.
Yeah, that's so disrespectful. He had an
Peanut,
interview with Omar.
nigga.
I don't even call him that. I call him smart guy.
A smart guy, right?
Dude for the
Nigga,
smart guy.
Nigga, that's Peanut.
Yeah, that's Peanut.
He
From
couldn't.
Baby
like-
Boy,
him
y'all
and
was,
Do Dirty.
y'all was just,
Him and Do Dirty.
yeah.
Okay.
Y'all was just quoting that shit the other day.
But seeing him on Smart Guy and then him a gangster, like, yeah.
It worked for me. I thought he did a great
it was
job. I
terrible.
thought
It just
Peanut
looked
was
like he
awesome.
lost his way.
Yeah, he just.
He didn't have a tutor no more.
But the thing is, you understand how many niggas came from Disney and became fucking heathens?
Not
Yeah.
like that, though.
Like
he
that
was knocking
nigga Eddie
niggas out.
out of
He
there,
was whooping
cuz.
kids and he was knocking niggas out of the park.
That one nigga from that's
From
a Raven.
Eddie.
He's
Yeah.
on. He's had all kind of problems. He's
That
on.
nigga's on meth. That nigga is out there. Cuz.
He's
I'm about to
also
do for
on-
Major Payne. The little kid with Major Payne.
No.
Yeah.
Bro, he's not no thug, though.
He's on whatchamacallit
he's
right
mental
now,
in the
wilding out.
motherfucker.
He's on
Yeah.
wilding out. He ain't no fucking
That's
nice
drugs,
guy.
fool.
He's not on Wild and Out, is he?
Yeah, he's actually the little guy from that. So he's actually dope as fuck. The little guy
Not
from that.
that.
Oh no, not him. Not that guy.
This nigga here.
Not
Nah,
that guy.
Fool. Eddie from Raven.
No, that nigga's crazy.
Yeah, that's
That-
Do the
that
head with
dude's
the
crazy. He said,
That nigga
Will
said-
Smith molested me.
That nigga
Will
said-
Smith was touching on me.
I hit her with the yeah, that shit funny.
I
Who
knew
else
he
is
was
watching? Who else
Yeah,
is
we,
watching?
Alright, let
we
me
done fucked up
finish.
AC whole plugs.
Yes.
No, hold on. So let me go back. AC has interviewed. He interviews a lot of stars and stuff, and I think that's fucking dope that he gets that connection. And I think AC do a good ass job. Orlando Brown, that's his name.
Orlando
And-
Brown.
and-
That's that silly ass nigga name.
And AC do a great ass job with those interviews, and I think that shit is dope. I think one day you need to interview us. Get us on that whole interview and us. I don't know what the hell you talk about it, but it would be fucking fun. That's our plug in getting you on the show or getting us on your show. Go ahead, Bree.
We got Ashley Nicole. We got Teresa tuning in backstage at the Canelo fight.
So she was dancing at the
Teresa?
she was dancing at the
show?
she dances. Yeah, she was dancing at the Canelo fight. And I was
What
trying to
kind
get
of
us to
dancing is she doing?
No pulse.
Like
no pulse.
ballet and shit.
you.
What did you say? You dance like what?
It's
like
a
ballet and
it's
shit.
a Mexican dancing shit. Some shit from the
She
southern
doing
border across the wall.
Folklorico or
Not the
I
Mac-
want to say she said bachata before.
I don't
I might have
fucking
missed
know.
that.
I don't fucking know what the hell she
Macarena.
does. The Macarena.
Hey, this nigga Reese is sick. I'm
What
not
you
listening
saying?
to y'all. This nigga talking about I'm working right now and get y'all a sponsorship with Murph Burger.
Hey, if you
Hey,
if you can get us a sponsor with
Stop
Murph
listening
Burgers,
to him. He's sick.
bring
fool.
back the fucking Orange Julius.
You don't need Murph. I didn't know it was one out here, and I found one.
Yeah,
Right?
that whole good.
I got a whole meal for $5.
Yeah. It was
That's
full
it,
as hell. Yeah.
Big ass burger, fries, big old cup. I like $5.
Yeah.
They're way better Sonic.
No, this
No,
shit was
that-
terrible
no.
though.
It was
You don't
bad.
like Merce?
I like Merch that was on East Side back in the day. The one I went to, it was okay. It wasn't.
The
It
one on
was-
because the one that used to be on
West
the east side was
Avenue.
under the bridge. The one on Houston.
That wasn't even the good one. That was the one on Commerce. The
Yeah,
good one was the
Commerce.
one on Houston
on
and
Houston.
Grimes.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I used to go to the one under the bridge. You know what I'm talking about?
On Commerce.
Yeah, that's when I
Yeah,
used to go
on
by the
By the Diamond Sham.
MLK,
Yeah.
the YMCA, whatever is over there in that area.
Lincoln.
No.
There you
Rec
go.
Center.
Yeah, the rec center. There you go. I used to go to that hole.
I used to work at Lincoln. I know. I worked at Parks and Rec. That's how you knew.
They
Y'all
had-
let me
I know.
finish.
Go
Yes.
ahead, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
New Life Village was right across.
We
the
got
street.
Byron.
Who?
Byron. I can't with y'all. We got Stephanie. We got Andrea.
Hold on. The mother of my kids, Stephanie.
Yes.
Hey, give my kids a kiss, man. I get them next week. I should have been having them, but I've been
Just
working a lot, man. Go ahead.
We have Christy, Jerry, Shay, Mike Edwards. Hey, what's up, Mike?
Hey, Mike Edwards, that's my guy from. I mean, that's he's family. That's basically family.
We got Emily.
Yeah.
So
Dunlap.
Yep.
Dunlap. Once again, I love seeing you on Emily Dunlap. Thanks for the support, man. I don't know if y'all probably don't know, but she's been supporting us for forever. So once again, thank you for that. If you have not been mentioned, it's not that we don't care, just we just didn't fucking get to you. We get to you next week. Shit, watch us again. But again,
comment. We got you.
Comment.
Yeah.
Comment. Say you didn't say my name.
Yeah,
I'll say your name.
say something, goddamn. But again, thank y'all
Cash
for
at me
tuning in
$5.
and
I
watching.
look like Destiny's Child, nigga.
Cash at me
Say
$5.
your
I'll say your name
name.
5 times.
Who did y'all give Michelle earlier when y'all were talking about Destiny's Child?
You.
I was Michelle.
Chocolate over here is definitely Kelly.
You know she's
Hold on.
Play a role.
So y'all
She
really
said, play your role.
I'm so glad that you said whore again. Back to what I was about to say.
Oh, what I say?
By some unfortunate, trail of events, a woman in your family loses her way and has sex with more people than you think is okay. Is she still a whore?
Yes, but I mean,
That's nasty word.
I know.
That is no.
It's
That's
it's
nasty
very
work
nasty.
on your part.
Well, I mean,
That's
I'm
nasty
not,
work
it don't
on
mean
your
I don't
part.
love her. Or you know what I'm saying? It
She can
just
be a whore.
well, what can she be?
Hey,
Let me
babe.
look at this. Let me Alexa, Google.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
What is the definition of a whore?
If she start talking on this,
Google.
Oh, is kids on here?
No, my daughter just told me what's up,
Yeah.
man.
I'm
so-
sorry.
Hi,
That was
Nez.
kid. Go to bed, please.
Yeah, please go to bed. Stephanie, can you please have these kids not watch me talk right now? This is shit they're supposed to find and discover 20 years
Hi,
ago.
Dad, it's nasty.
They're not supposed to know this shit now. So once again, thanks for the heathens that are tuned in. These niggas really looked up whore. So
if she's not taking money, she's not a whore.
that is true. Whore
It says prostitute.
No, that's what a W-H-O-R.
H-O-R.
That's not a
No.
word.
Is that a
No.
word? That's Spanish for hour. I don't know what the fuck that is.
No, it's not hora.
So listen,
H-O-R-A.
so are y'all doing y'all's vaccination? We
No.
talked about it before. You said you would if your job told you.
Yes,
Did you change
yes.
your?
No.
did you change it?
I'm still on. Like, if my job said that I had to get it in order for me to keep my job, then that's just what has to happen because it's way too hard to find a job during the pandemic.
Well, I know everyone besides Tina said we're not fucking doing the vaccination. So if you have done your vaccination, Godspeed. I hope shit works out for you. But this is kind of what happens to people that have done that back. Oh, KK, tell them to hit that button. Do that thing you
Oh
do.
yeah, hit them likes and them hearts and you can hit them angry faces because I think women are
Yes.
promiscuous.
Tell
You can
that-
be angry about it. It's not gonna change my opinion.
Yeah, everybody watching, hit that button, man. But check out this video, and this is something that I thought was fun. This is kind of what I thought with the vaccination shit would do. Check it out.
Up this morning, did you know you're going to be receiving the vaccine?
I did, yes. So, all of my staff, we are excited to
We
get
can't
vaccinated.
even hear it. No.
It's okay.
We
Just tell me
are-
what it is.
Yeah, so this is a video of a vaccination. So in Chattanooga, I think it was, there was this woman, her name was Tiffany Dover. She actually took the vaccination and she was the head of all the nurses. She did the CCU, what is that? Critical care unit. She was in the emergency room and this bitch passed out.
That's not funny.
No, actually,
Why'd you laugh?
Because of the way that he said it.
This bitch passed out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of
It
funny.
was the delivery.
yeah, this bitch passed. And so she was taking the vaccination. She just totally just died on us, right? But they brought her back.
She did not die.
didn't die.
She lost consciousness. There's a difference.
Was that her talking or somebody just giving an interview about what happened?
No, that was her talking.
And then
She
passed-
looked like she had passed out.
She passed out right after. Yeah, she did. She
You see
didn't
her
pass
eyes?
away.
She
She just
looked
passed
sick.
out.
Did I say pass away?
Go ahead.
No, you
My-
just said
oh.
passed out.
What you got?
So Ashley Nicole says that she has a pain disorder.
See, so Ashley, as you say that, haha, cool, funny. But listen, I really believe that whole story was made up because you gotta say something. You can't be like, oh, the vaccine kind of made her pass out. That whole story that she said. So she works in the intensive care. So when she encounters with pain, she passes out. She simply said that she's passed out 6 times that week due to pain.
then you shouldn't be there.
What kind of pain she in?
Just any pain. She said it could be a ingrown nail or just any kind of pain.
That's not pain.
The pain that she got was from a shot. So the shot made her nauseated and she passed out.
Right.
But it's okay because you're saying that didn't really happen. But you have people with stroked faces and shit looking like Two-Face, fucked up.
They have Bell's palsy, fool.
Yeah, I don't think that was from the vaccine.
The Bell's palsy thing, I think was.
Yeah.
I don't know if that had been officially confirmed.
They just showed 3. You talking about the picture of 3 white people
looking like Joker? Yeah, I mean not Joker.
Man, I don't think that's from the vaccine.
No, I think it was. Like I've seen it. I've seen it a bunch of places. Yeah.
And in Alaska, they had someone out there that kind of had a really bad situation. But again, I'm not saying this is going to happen to everyone because I have friends right now, and I know Tina said she has some friends that have taken the vaccine and hope nothing bad happens to them. But I know, there's a lot of drugs that everybody can't take. Ashley made a comment earlier, and penicillin was one of those type deals that not everyone can take. We all know that for a fact. I think our family, I think our family is allergic to penicillin. Or I guess that's what Nana always said. They always said, y'all are allergic to penicillin. Penicillin is good. It worked when I got burnt.
Get to 120. We'll see if you're allergic to it.
No, hold on. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna put this out right now.
Get to 120. We gonna see if you're allergic to that shit.
No, I'm gonna put this out right now. So last show when I talked about when I was younger and I got burnt when in college, right?
It wasn't last. I think it might have been the show.
The show before that, right?
Now, last week we were talking about this.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Y'all motherfuckers got quiet as shit. Y'all left me out there like y'all didn't want to sit there.
You thought we were supposed to say, yeah, nigga, I got burned too. What the fuck?
I mean, y'all niggas left me out to dry. I'm curious. Did any no bullshit? If you don't want to say it, we can say no, and we'll talk about it off the air. Have y'all ever been been burnt or anything like that? Ever? No.
I got BV from somebody.
Okay, you.
No
STD ever. STI,
the
nothing.
Fuck is BV?
Bacterial vaginosis. It's just bacteria. Like
nigga nutted in there. That's all that was.
No, that is not what happened. Whoa.
A spit off the tongue. I told you spit nasty.
No, but
I told y'all motherfuckers spit nasty in the pussy.
You're right. And that's why I be telling you, never mind. People, stop spitting on people's genitals, y'all. That's not okay. Stop doing that.
You do that?
Hocking loogies like a motherfucker.
They don't get wet or what?
And you would get the bill from my gynecologist.
Oh, bro, I wish a motherfucker would just spit anywhere near me, man. I don't like that shit.
You don't like spit?
Ain't nobody fucking you.
I'm not talking about sexual, motherfucker. I'm talking about. I trained to do that dip. Like I know it's addictive, but if you spit in this cup one more fucking time, you gotta get the fuck out of my truck, man. That motherfucker was in the truck saying, like, just let me go outside, put it in your mouth, let me know when you're done, motherfucker.
He didn't like spit in the bottle?
That shit was growing all black.
I mean that shit is nasty, but you don't have to listen to it.
You can't, man. The cup sitting in the cup holder, like, bro, you gotta get out my truck.
Oh yeah, nah. You gotta keep that shit under your
gotta
seat
get
or something.
Out my truck. That's that shit.
Well, I just wanted to say that y'all left me out for dry, and it was kind of cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
proud of you that you admit. I don't know why you want to say Mick getting burned.
It wasn't necessarily to admit it. It was just one of those things to like. That's kind of what happened. And I just brought it up. But the vaccination, I got the vaccination. Penicillin works for me, so I'm not allergic to penicillin. Just to let y'all know. So anyone else that is out there, I was young, man. It was a long time ago. Shit, I was in college.
You got what vaccination?
I don't
know.
No,
he's just saying that he got a shot of antibiotics.
I think had a pill. You got 7 pills. Say,
nah.
I'm not gonna say no names. But I have I'll say friend.
Oh, now you don't want to say names?
I would never do that. But
I would.
We would be like at barbecues.
Hector over there burn like a bitch.
Motherfucker just walk in there, go to his girl, like, take them. Like, nigga. Multiple occasions. I'm like, bro.
So he was out there just passing it off.
And giving all the ass pill. Hey, take them.
That's
like,
crazy.
Nigga, that's all you gonna say?
And they was like okay with that. That was cool.
Very okay.
They had an open situation.
That was crazy.
Open on his side, but not hers, huh?
Exactly.
So
bullshit.
So when it comes to the whole vaccination stuff, we have like so with that situation, they have I guess Pfizer is the company that administered the vaccination, Pfizer and then Moderna. So they simply said that if something bad happens to you, they're not liable for anything, any severe complications.
You have to know they was gonna say that shit.
The government also said they won't compensate at all at all.
Climbing on walls and shit.
Yeah.
Like, I took that shot. Now I'm all on these walls like Spider-Man in this motherfucker shit. Say, yeah, you gonna compensate me for something?
Shit gave you spidey sense, my nigga.
Nigga all on walls. Like shit. I'm not taking the motherfucker. So
That's funny, bro.
Never.
nah.
And then also the CEO of Pfizer he said that he's not going to take the vaccine. He's
And
going
it's
to
his shit.
he's going to let all the frontline workers take it, and then they'll come on, right? So that's something else. So we have someone from Dallas, and I want to kind of
Yes, that time.
I kind of want to bring her on, okay?
Bring her on then.
So introduce her if you can. KK.
Okay.
You want to introduce her?
That's
No?
a damn good point. We might do that, Xlii. Bree, how are you doing, ma'am?
Unmute yourself, Bree.
Are you muted over there?
Now?
No,
No.
we can't hear you.
Bree!
It's unmuted.
Can anybody hear Miss Bree over there? You looking gorgeous over there.
Thank you.
Even though it's 10 o'clock at night.
Bree, can you hear us?
Yes.
Okay. Can anyone out there listening, can y'all also hear Bree? Do y'all hear Bree on y'all's end? Go ahead, Bree. We got you.
You can hear me now?
Yeah, we
There
hear
we
you
go.
now.
What's up, Bree?
Bree,
Hey,
listen.
everybody.
So everybody, listen. Everyone can hear Bree. Bree, thank you for staying up late with us. Once again, that was another technical difficulty on my end. If everyone is on listening to us, we have a brand new system for you guys, and it's working really good. We just have to learn how to use it. So anyway, Bree, you're on. Have you been listening to us as we've been going on through this, or did you just come back on and check us out now?
I've been going in and out.
So the vaccination was the last thing we talked about.
Yeah.
Are you doing the vaccination? Would you do the vaccination?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Oh, that's right.
I don't know. Probably no, but I'm not completely canceling it all out, if that makes any sense. But
So
like,
you're not gonna do the first round. It's gonna be something you got to wait and see where you go with this, right?
yeah, because I'm allergic to penicillins. So, and I'm allergic to the flu shot. So
I'm
I have questions.
Right.
Yeah, I
As you
think
should.
People treat it like a PlayStation. I don't get that first one that come out.
No, for real.
I ain't getting that first PS5 that come out. The next series that come out,
That's a fact.
I'll spend that money on that one.
so. Everyone is probably online like, who the hell is this black woman on the show with these guys? You want to bring her in, KK? You want to introduce her and let her finish
Miss
it off?
Bree Bethencourt. She is a lawyer, entertainment lawyer.
Yes, I do entertainment law, and other law as well, but mainly entertainment law.
Entertainment.
Okay, so KK did a horrible job in introducing you. You introduce yourself. Let us know who it is you are.
Was it hard?
Hey, everybody.
Pretty shitty.
It was subpar. But hey, everybody.
What's up, part? You should have came on an hour ago when I was sober.
I've been waiting, okay?
I appreciate it.
No problem. So, hi, everybody. My name is Bree Bethencourt. I am the owner of the Bethencourt Law Firm. And so, yes, I do provide services in entertainment law. I also do family law and business contracts as well. And I'm happy to be here. Thank you guys for having me on. I appreciate it.
Well, thank you for coming on with the no KK, correct?
I'm sorry. Say that again. You broke up.
You know KK, right?
That's correct.
Okay, and you are a San Antonio native, correct?
Yeah, native-ish.
What high school did you go to?
Judson.
There you go. Look at that, Justin shine.
Oh, that's Justin. School with tradition.
There you
That's what they call
go.
it.
You're from 210 from San Antonio, graduated Judson High School and is doing law out there. That's what's up. That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear.
And you're in Dallas, right?
I'm currently physically in Dallas, but I provide services in San Antonio as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have a brick and mortar firm?
I was when I was living in San Antonio, and then I just went completely virtual when I moved to Dallas before COVID. And so there's no reason for me to have a brick and mortar, to be honest with you.
Understood.
Not at all. That doesn't make sense.
Not really.
But once again, thank you for joining the show. You also have a podcast as well. Is that correct?
Don't
Don't
podcast. But I am on a I have started a weekly radio show, being a co-host on a gospel station here in Dallas on Thursdays, and then on Fridays I do have a show with another attorney called Social Block. Sorry, y'all, my first day was Friday. Signature Block. Signature Block.
Subpar.
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 Do you have any information out there to find you?
Yes. So my phone number, let me start with that, is 1-833.
Hold on, you're giving out your phone number?
She has a business phone, fool.
My business, my office line.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So it's 1-833 for the number 4 Bree, BRI Law. So it's 1-833-4 Bree Law for those that want to call my office. And then they can also find me on Facebook at the Bethencourt Law Firm, and on Instagram, Issa_lawyer.
Perfect. Well, everyone, you have the information. That is Miss Bree. She does family law, and then she also does entertainment law. Yeah. So if you think you are as pretty as Great Value Diddy, that is someone that you would need to contact. So, and she also has a podcast.
That's funny.
But everybody supposed to think they look good though. Who don't think they look good?
I don't think I know. But anyway, so
why
also,
you be fucking with me?
I think it's
funny.
You're
Great Value Diddy. Take that.
I think it's funny. So also, she has a podcast on the gospel. On a gospel site.
It's a radio.
It's a radio show. It's not a podcast. Show.
Oh no, I fucked up, man. My fault. You know, she plays fuck up sometimes.
I got you, Brie. I got you.
She just said it. Further goes into what I be telling y'all because y'all don't want to listen to these women.
Don't listen.
So
they don't want to listen.
Okay, my bad. Zing. So we have she has a gospel show on a radio station, gospel radio show. So with that being said, y'all can go and look for her on that. Now, our first question that I want to ask everyone, because I'm just curious, if you're a man dating a woman and you fucked a man before, do you think you should tell the woman what has happened in your past? KK, on the third, you answered that kind of wrong.
Okay. So
wrong shit.
Yeah,
He misread
the question. Yeah, he misread the question.
So hold on. So I'm gonna be serious with this question. Now, this is something that I actually found online. And it basically said, should a sexually fluid man notify a woman that they've been with other women? I'm gonna start with you.
That
Brie.
they've been with other men.
That they've been with other men. I'm sorry.
I read it.
That's how you read it. That's how I read it. I read it wrong. So I'm gonna say it one more time. I'm gonna say
you
it
so
correct
straight
this
you
time.
can't even read good.
Thank you. So should sexually fluid men notify women that they've been with other men? Bree, you understand the question, right?
Yes, I do. And yes, I do think they should notify men, but more importantly, I think the women should ask the question. Like, how? Because I don't trust that that's going to be information that's just going to be offered up. So
how would you ask that question? How would that question be brought up?
Just like that. Hey.
Yeah, if you want to know something, ask. Yeah. You don't gotta miss everything. If that's important to you, you gotta ask.
But the question is like, how do you, like, say if you talk that, like, how, like, I have a list of questions that I'm gonna ask you. So do you have a job? How many baby mamas you got? You ever fucked a man before? Like, why
would that fall into that line of questioning? Hey, we're getting ready to be sexually active with one another. Have you ever had sex with a man? If so, how often do you get tested? Like, there's ways to have those conversations. That's a grown-up conversation.
Oh, that's how that works?
Yes, bro.
I don't ask about the pill until after we had sex, so I was just trying to figure this out.
You might want to start asking before.
Just joking.
Oh,
hey,
okay.
Guys,
it's only entertainment.
Totally joking. Sorry.
No,
so that's the thing. So have you ever had to have that conversation with somebody, Bree?
Yeah, that's nowadays. Yeah, that's a conversation to have.
Really?
I'm an attorney, so I don't like questions. You know, I'm pretty straightforward. It is what it is, and so yeah, that's a real question. Yeah.
That is crazy. Like, I would have never. I mean, again, I'm in San Antonio, Dallas. I've heard some things about Dallas and the men out there in Dallas. So
she did not like that. I knew that would come. They took over Houston though, right?
You've had me here too long, so I'm not here with your bullshit tonight.
But I'm just saying, like, I've heard some questions about Dallas men, so I understand why that question would be a thing. But I would never think, I don't ask women. And would that be a problem for us, KK? Would, if a woman has been with another woman, do you think that would have the same flair and effect?
I wouldn't even ask.
Yeah, like I don't
exactly because
that's sexy.
Exactly. It just plays into the double standards of society in general. It's a double standard. It's the same thing. It doesn't mean anything. If a woman can get AIDS from a woman, just like she can get AIDS from a man, it can happen. If you exchange sexual fluids with somebody, you can get AIDS.
True.
You can get syphilis. You can get gonorrhea. You can get all of those things the same way. So,
but wouldn't the question be more of, are you having protected sex? It doesn't matter with what gender you're having.
I mean, that's the question that I would ask because I don't care if you're fluid.
You know
what I mean? So, like I would ask if you're having protected sex.
So, Bree, would you care if somebody that you're with is fluid or not?
Yes.
See. And
I forgot. I'm sitting here looking like
not that
this Bree. I'm sorry,
the Bree over there.
This Bree,
Bethencourt. That Bree. See, I don't, and I guess that's what it is. Like, I if I found out the woman I was dating has been with other women, I'm asking to join. Like, so are we still doing that?
But they not asking that though.
But I don't know. I mean, I get they're not asking that, so I guess it's different. Go ahead, Bree, talk it.
So Frankie asks, I've had men ask if I've been with a woman before. What's wrong with him asking?
I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with him asking. Again,
what's wrong with her asking him?
Nothing.
Nothing is wrong.
No, it's nothing wrong.
Y'all need to be asking.
Yeah,
shit.
But like, I guess I don't date men, so my conversation with women, I don't find it a bad thing. So this is mainly a question I'm asking Tina and Bree, because both of Brees, because y'all would have more encounters with this, but I don't see why. I mean, I see why it would be something you'd want to know, but I didn't know that this was like, I guess the download thing is out now. I guess that happens.
Been out. So if he says yes, then what?
Yeah, then what?
I don't care.
Really?
You got a good heart.
Bree?
I just understand how, people could be attracted to the same sex. Like, I understand it. I get it. Yeah.
What do you feel about that, Bree? Is that like one of those deal breakers to you if you found out that a guy you're interested in is like, so I've also been with John, and you're like, oh, is that something that you wouldn't go for?
Me? This Bree?
Yes.
Yeah, I would. Yes, that it matters to me.
Why, if I may ask?
I don't want to have to look out for women and men. Like, now that everybody, and I can't.
Yeah,
I understand. She doesn't want to have to look out for.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
that'd be hard.
That's normally why people have a problem with it. It's not necessarily, I think you gay. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm questioning your masculinity.
Your options are just too high.
Yeah. You out here. You for the streets. You for both sides of the streets. I understand it. And again, that's preference.
I got to keep you out the strip club and Gold's Gym from the basketball court. What the fuck?
I think that question is only asked if it pertains to you and if you care about it, right? So if you don't, I don't, like, you guys, the men don't care, for whatever reason, you don't care.
I care on the good end, though.
Do you have a ceiling on the number of men?
Oh my God. So
I just can't be the only one. I know I'm not the only one in the world.
We have to preface this. Okay, Bree, so before you hopped on, we were having a conversation that kind of lingered over from last week about how many sexual partners is too many. So do you think that 120 sexual partners is too many for you to date or be in a relationship with them?
That's high. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I don't know that body count nowadays I ask about, to be honest with you. That was a thing back. So I'm 40. I don't know how old y'all are, but I'm
38.
27.
Okay. So
KK's a liar.
She knows.
So when I was younger, that was a real question. As I've gotten older, I don't ask those type of questions.
Why don't you ask those type of questions though?
You don't want the answer.
Well, because I don't think I'm gonna get a real answer anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, so hold on real quick. If you knew you'd get a real answer,
okay,
they'd be honest, and if they knew the answer,
okay,
science. like you have those trees, you can count those rings around the trees, see how
Oh
old it
my
is.
God.
If you count the rings around his penis, like, oh, you've been with 64 women.
How come hers is 64? Mine 120.
Oh, yours is 89.
120 is the number.
You gotta get out of the semantics, fool.
No,
Jesus
the
Christ.
number they asked me was 120.
No, that's what we're talking about.
joking.
Still.
I
He's
said,
just
I know,
joking.
I'm just saying. I said I wouldn't be with nobody that if we was together for 10 years and she told me I was with 120 people, I'm done.
Yeah.
Like it's just I don't care how much, ain't that much love in the world for me.
But if you were to ask that question to someone and that number was specifically told to you by them, and the number was 120, how would you? Kiki said, "Yes, that's better." How would you feel about him in that situation? And this is not somebody that you just met. This is somebody that you've been with for quite some time, and
we're in a relationship.
Yes,
and you just found out that his number was 120.
Oh, then it is what I mean. What does it matter at this point? Then I'm 121. Then it is what it is. Like I don't know because I've been with him now. If we broached this subject beforehand, it may have been a different. I may not have been 121, but I mean, at this point, if we've been together for a long time and he had 120, I mean that's high. That's a high number. But what does it matter now? I'm in it.
But after that 120, he was taking care of 120. He was pleasing. He said, "Hey, that 120 was every bit of great experience that came back and benefited you at the end of the day." So at that point, you're like, just 120. Okay, baby, just make sure I'm just 121 and don't do no more. Okay, let's make sure you die at 121.
I think too, like, for example, Bree is 40, right? And first of all, man, you don't look 40.
Oh,
you
Black
look
don't
amazing
crack.
for 40.
Well, thank you.
You're 40 years old. Let's just say ballpark, you started having sexual experiences at 20, right? At this point, you've been having sex for 2 decades. And assuming that you date someone that's around your age as well, they too have been having sex for 2 decades. Like trying to give, have a ceiling for somebody who's been having sex for 2 decades is nuts to me.
Yeah.
To me.
I agree on that. So with that being said, we're going to ask this real quick question. And after I ask you this, we're going to go on. I want to talk to you about something else, Bree. Do you have a floor? Is there like a floor that you would go with? Like if you dated a guy and he's like, I've been with 5 women, would you be like, go back to the playground, sir? Get out of here.
Now I've never thought about a floor. 5 women. I mean, okay, so set me up. Is this the first time I'm meeting him? Am I number 6 at this point? Years later, like where are we at?
You number 6, and it was y'all's first time ever, having intercourse and having sex, and y'all have just, I don't know, you met him. Quite a few good dates, and you decided to take it to that next level, and y'all were talking and somehow it just randomly came up and you're like, yeah, I've been with, you're number 5, you're number 6.
And then what are you asking me? Like, would I continue on or?
Yeah. Oh no, put it like this. Say you haven't had any intercourse with him. You just met him. Conversation came up. He said, hey, I just met you. You're cool. You're great. You're beautiful. You're 40. Shit, you look 23. But listen, I've been with 5 people in my life and I'm looking to make you number 6. His game was a little bit tighter than that, but if that conversation,
I was gonna be like, I wasn't even a number.
6, yeah,
that line would have just been like, yeah, no.
That's worked for me 3 times.
You lying, dog.
That's worked for me 3 times.
You lying.
Yeah.
You also went to college in Lubbock.
Yeah, one of them was a threesome, but hold up the conversation. But how would you feel about that if someone came at you like that and you just found out that that was his number
You're
before?
Number 6.
And you'll be number 6. Yeah.
Like, would you be interested in someone that doesn't have that experience that you feel like you would want to match yours? Not saying you have experience, but you know what I'm saying.
I don't know that I would care about that as much as I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I would care about that.
Think about it.
Number 5.
I want you to think about what your floor is, because that's a good question that someone actually came in and asked us, because no one ever thinks about the floor. We know what is too high, but what is too little for us. Mm-hmm. Now, also Lizzo. Are you familiar with Lizzo?
Yes.
Do you like Lizzo? How do you feel about Lizzo?
I like her.
I love Lizzo. I love Lizzo. I like her music. I enjoy everything about her as an artist. I can't like her music. Me and the girls be in the car jamming, singing her shit.
Full of shit.
Thank you.
Why am I full of shit?
Because you dog Lizzo. You dogged her on this show before, and you dogged her before we started recording today.
I dogged her. So just because I said I killed someone means I'm dogging her?
No. That's not what you said, and we can definitely run that show back when you talk shit about Lizzo. Not only did you didn't say I would prefer to have sex with someone over Lizzo. You dogged Lizzo, bro,
and picked Whoopi over her.
This fool said
Whoopi Goldberg.
He would have sex with Whoopi Goldberg over Lizzo. Yes, Whoopi with the no eyebrows. That one. Mm-hmm. That
black
one.
lips.
Hold on, don't you agree with them? Don't you do that? Don't you do that, Bree?
Black lips.
Bree, don't do that. Whoopi Goldberg is a great person. She's smart.
But is Lizzo not great?
Oliver is pretty awesome.
Who?
Oliver is awesome. She's
all of her.
she's a whole. So listen, this is the thing. So this is an actual serious thing I was talking about. So Lizzo was online, and I'm gonna try to play the video. I don't know if you'll be able to see the video on your end. You might will. I'm not sure if the audio, because we're having a lot of audio problems today. But let's see if this will play. And the question that I want to.
Your body is perfectly yours, even if it ain't perfect to anybody else. If you only knew the complexities your body possesses, you would be so proud.
So real quick, can everyone hear that? I played it for a little bit to see if can y'all hear that?
I could.
Perfect. Now watch this video, and I want to know what you think about Lizzo's message, okay?
Okay.
Your body is perfectly yours, even if it ain't perfect to anybody else. If you only knew the complexities your body possesses, you would be so proud of it. I'm so proud of you for making it this far in a society that gives us a head start into self-loathing, that hands us a dysmorphic mirror and leaves us desperate to catch up with who we think we should be. I've spent so much time in this body, and I am no different than you. Still struggling to find balance, still trying to mend my relationship with food, my anxiety, my back fat. It gets easier. I've spent my hardest days trying to love me. If I have any advice, it is to eat, drink, move, rest. Your job is to grow. Your job is to figure it out along the way. Regardless of what I or any so-called expert says, you love you. And I hope you remember that.
So on that Lizzo segment, as she was talking about her body positivity, because she's a very big spokesperson on just loving yourself. How do you feel about that message that she just delivered to the world on her Instagram?
I think that was an amazing message. I think especially during this pandemic, you know how many people or how many females that I know have mentioned or been worried about the fact that they've gained the Rona 20 or the Rona 15 on this pandemic.
Uh-huh.
And so this may be when it's needed the most. Okay, we're all dealing with a lot of stuff. Body positivity should be one of those things that we have to deal with. And so I love the message.
It was dope.
Yeah, no, I think it was dope for all the females out there that heard it.
You mean the women?
No, I mean,
I only correct men.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, that's a queen.
So,
she can say female.
She can say whatever she wants to because she's a queen.
So we can't say
we
female.
Ain't kings.
No, y'all get to have double standards. Why I can't have one? Kiss my ass.
Calm down.
So
Bree, people are so violent.
Look at Bree's face.
Hey, she be getting on us for saying female instead of woman. A woman, she be getting on us bad
because they use it derogatorily.
They do work on this show, on this podcast.
Bree, don't do that.
Because y'all don't say.
All right, Bree. So check this out. So this is
he just cut her off. He wrong.
All right, Bree. So listen, this is what we're gonna do. I'm sorry.
It's because men don't say, "Oh, I love my female so much. It's the best female I ever had." They say, "Why do females always have to keep men away from their kid?" That's when you use female. You don't use it in a positive way.
Yeah, that's a whole nother conversation, man.
Yeah, we've had it several
times.
and
in all honesty, I'm in the bathroom on the phone texting. I put because again, my texting and my phone usage is very high when I'm in the bathroom. So I'll sit there and I'll text and I'll put female. I go delete, and write woman. Tina secretly is inside my head with this whole female.
Yeah.
So she's actually impacted the show pretty positively.
I love it.
No, you don't. Be quiet.
Yes, I do.
God dang it.
He's a hater. He's really my biggest hater.
So the Lizzo message, KK.
Yo, it was dope.
You like it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't even think she had to do that. You know what I'm saying? Can you hear me now? No, I don't think she had to do that, man. I mean, everybody love yourself. Like you, if you love yourself, you don't have to. You don't care if somebody say
whatever negative they say.
But you black as hell. Okay, I still think I look good. So I think whatever.
The problem just is that society tells her that the way that she looks, she shouldn't love herself.
Right.
That's exactly what it is.
That's the problem.
She had to do that. She had to do that, not only for herself, but for the many other females that she had to do that for that are going through that same thing. Y'all just don't know. Y'all don't know how hard women are on themselves.
And she stunned when she ate that piece on their ass.
We know
she ate that piece on their ass. You saw that shit?
I saw
it. It was a veggie pizza. I looked.
It looked healthy. It was probably cauliflower crust.
It was like pepperoni and sausage stunned on their ass.
Bree, we know exactly how hard it is for females. We see her walk around with those long ass, fake ass eyelashes all the goddamn time.
Whole hands on their eyes.
Looking like a goddamn Volkswagen Beetle with them eyelashes on.
I hate those lashes on them cars. That bothers my soul.
I hate them on women and females.
She said it bothers my soul.
I hate those eyelashes.
Can't even focus on your food at them. He's like, God. You blink one more time. Just take that shit off. Like, don't nobody even look at that.
If a gust of wind come through the restaurant, she's a goner. They gonna catch that.
Her eyeballs. Your eyeballs is like a fan. Like, stop blinking like that.
You making my food cold. Every time you blink, you cooling my food off.
So we understand how women have it, but I personally, and y'all get ready to hate me, I freaking hate that message that she presents.
Why is that?
Why?
I hate it because I understand body positivity. I get it.
Okay.
And if it's something that you cannot control, now I'm not sitting here saying that she can or cannot control her weight. I feel like she is embracing it and is not trying to control it. Now, again, we need to also look at health in this whole situation as well, right? And we can't sit here and make it look like being healthy is not the way to go in life. She has a platform as somebody who remember Monique when she was trying to preach that same shit and she went to the doctor and the doctor said she's gonna die if she don't get her weight right, and then she started trying to lose weight and shaving her legs at that point. You remember that? Do y'all remember that Monique situation? Because she wasn't shaving at first. That was what she was doing. So
Niggas, how are you seeing her legs?
She didn't shave her underarm. She talked about it.
These niggas was zoom the hell in on the Parkers. What the hell?
No, she talked about it. Her husband was okay with it, and she was like, she wasn't shaving. But the thing is, she was preaching that body positivity thing. But the thing that I think people are losing is that it's an unhealthy situation, an unhealthy life to live. Lizzo is living an unhealthy life. She has also done that detox with the juices recently within the last week or so. Mm-hmm. And she's also commented how her body feels better, how her skin is clearing up and she doesn't have the same situation with her skin. She just sleeps better and her life is just so much better on that detox that she's doing. So it's like you're preaching body positivity, trying to be like being overweight is great and good. And that's what people are taking from it, right? And that's not the message of body positivity. If you're someone who's dark-skinned, right? And people fuck with you.
Someone who is what?
Dark-skinned, is that not a word?
Dark-skinned?
Oh, I've been a nigga for like 38 years, so that's kind of how we talk.
You're smarter than this. You're smarter than this.
Okay. So I mean, if someone who's dark-skinned and they've been dark-skinned, not Sammy Sosa dark-skinned where they want to change it, but dark-skinned to the point to where like that's who they are and they can't change it.
Right.
I understand body positive with stuff you can't change. Mm-hmm. Having one leg, having no ear, having a lazy eye, having big lips. But these are things that people are actually going through in life with, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I understand body positive in those situations, but sitting here sending a message that's saying being overweight, love yourself, be yourself, and just embrace your overweight, I think that's a very irresponsible message to send to people, if that makes any sense.
Okay, so then here's my thought on what you're saying. I don't know what Lizzo is doing on her day-to-day. You said she did a detox. I don't know if she's working out. I don't know. So let's take Lizzo out the equation. Let's just put somebody else in her place, right?
Okay.
And so what I get from that is wherever you're at in your journey, whether it is, because we don't know. I mean, she could be working out. Whoever it is could be working out, right? Okay. So love yourself where you're at right now in this journey. Mm-hmm. Whether it is getting healthier, juicing, detoxing, exercise, or not doing anything. Just love yourself where you're at. Period. That's it. But I don't know what Lizzo's doing, so I can't say that. I can't say that she's, sending out this body positivity message and she's being unhealthy. I don't know.
Well,
but I also don't know that Monique got hairy legs, so here we are.
She hairy as hell. But Lizzo also is out there. So this is the situation with her. A lot of people are saying she's a fake body positivity person because she's doing diets now. She's getting her health together. She's trying to lose weight.
She's been doing
that. Don't mean you don't love your
no.
That don't mean you don't love the way that your body is.
But the thing is, a lot of body like that's the message she sends out when she talks body positivity. Body positivity is that it's okay to be big, it's okay to be who you are. Eat
if you're healthy though.
If you're healthy,
if you're not healthy, you have to lose the weight.
But you and I understand that, right? We all understand that. But again, let's be honest, most people at 200, 300 plus pounds at her size are not healthy. There's not too many 300-pound people at that size that are healthy.
There's people that weigh 100 pounds that aren't healthy either.
And I'm not
exactly healthy. But that's my thing. So even with yourself, if you're going to the doctor and stuff like that, when you hear body positive comments from her, and she even said in the message, who cares what professionals and experts thinks? They're fucking professionals and experts for a reason, right? And one of the reasons why this hits home to me is because my mother, and I don't want to sit here and put my personal situations and make it seem like I know more and I feel better because of this. That's like one of those conversations you have with someone and feel like, well, in the Bible it says like, oh nigga, conversation's over. But gospel radio show, I gave you a shout out right there. just pubbed your stuff. So and I'm not saying I'm serious, but like my mother had a stroke, right? And she had a stroke and she was eating horribly. We all know this in the family. When the doctor told her she needs to get her eating correct and fix it, or this could be a possibility, she didn't care what the expert said, right?
Go ahead.
And then all of a sudden XYZ happened and she's in a situation where she had a stroke, and it sucks, right? But at the end of the day, as hard as it is to say this, you can only blame yourself in situations like that. Does that make sense? So when Lizzo is preaching things like this, in my opinion, they're going to feel like they don't need to work out and get better. And then they're going to live that life accordingly. Does that make sense?
So is she preaching that and not showing them that she's detoxing and she's working out?
No, she's showing all of that.
Okay, then. So why do they look at that and not look at the other part of it?
Because you preach it's okay to be overweight and you eat overweight and drink and stuff like that. And you show that
you're healthy.
No. But this is Lizzo. She would go online and eat a lot of food and do a bunch of unhealthy things and preach it's okay to be overweight and this is what it is. And then now all of a sudden she's like, okay, guys, I need to diet and detox and figure this shit out because this is not healthy. So the people that supported her first, because of which most likely be other overweight people, now they're like, oh, well, now she's a fake person in a sense like that. You know what I'm saying?
I don't take it as her saying that being overweight is healthy. What I'm taking it as her saying is wherever she's at in her journey, is she's going to accept herself as is.
And love
that. Yes, and love herself as is. That's how I take it. Yeah. So whatever, and that doesn't even, I mean, that can be for somebody. I mean, there's a lot of skinny people who also need body positivity messages, right? It's not just for overweight people and obese people. Right. This can transcend against all weights. And so I just think that was the underlying message without trying to read too much into it, without trying to be her, nutrition expert and her doctor and all that. Just love yourself wherever you're at right now in your journey, period. And that's how I take it.
Yeah.
D, I think that you're jaded by the situation that happened with your mom. I think because of that, like because you've been through that and that like really struck something in you, it's your mom. You know what I mean? That's completely understandable. I think that it marked you in a way. And that's why you think that message is irresponsible, because there could be people who are following along with that, but too far.
Because you know there's going to be people that hear her words and they'll use her words to benefit them. So that's why I say it's irresponsible. That's the same with
anything else, though. You know what I mean? Like,
am I putting too much pressure on her and what she says? Yes, I am. But when you have a platform like that, again, you know, am I putting too much on her platform? Yes, I am. I totally agree. But something needs to go with the platform that she has created for herself. And if this is something that you're going to show the world, you know, I believe there is also responsibility in you to let people understand where it's coming from, and the reason being, because a lot of people will use this platform that she says and the words that she says in videos like that to hide their, I guess, improper way of living. Because
but I think that's why I think she is doing. She's
doing. I think it's great.
But she's been exercising. I watched an interview with her with David Letterman from like 2 years ago where she was talking about she was working out. She was like, "Do I fall off the wagon and have hot Cheetos sometimes? Hell yeah, I do. But I'm over here doing my squats and I'm making sure that I drink my water. And you know, sometimes I do well and sometimes I don't. But that's reality. People fall off diets." You know what I mean? Like that shit happens. She's being transparent about her journey.
Yeah.
I don't think that's irresponsible. She's being open about everything, not just the good stuff.
No. And like I said, I like that. But again, this whole, you know, being overweight again, and you're probably right. It probably is because I am jaded for, you know, situations that have happened with me. Right. So I'm not discrediting that, but I've always been like this. My whole thing in life, and I fall short every day. Become better tomorrow than you were today, period. And it doesn't have nothing to do with just dieting, but just as a person, you know, growth is what it is. Growth. Yeah. Does that make sense, Bree?
Yes.
Just growth. And in every situation that you're in, right? Yeah. So, I mean, I get what she's saying, right? I get it. I get it because, again, like, you know, there's people out there that need to hear that message, but also attached to that, I personally feel it would be dope. And I'm just bringing this up because a lot of people feel different about it. So it's a topic. Let's fucking talk about it. A message of, you know, doing better and doing the best you can, and also striving to lose that weight, because that's what the main topic is about. It may be harder for you as it is for me. It may be harder for you, harder for me than it is for you. But that journey is very important, and to get to a safe, healthy situation, I think should be the optimal goal. Not eating food and drinking, as she said in her post.
I challenge you to keep that same energy for DJ Khaled, for Rick Ross, for these men in entertainment who are just they. Heavy D was the heavyweight lover. He was still getting women. People didn't crucify him for being big. Women don't get that grace. She doesn't get to be the fat chick that still get the men.
Bree,
like she doesn't get that.
Is it that bad for women in society when it comes to weight?
For everything. Yeah.
Really? You think, and again, I'm a man, I don't see this. So is it really that bad when it comes to female women in society? See, fucking Tina, I hate you.
Yes.
When it comes to women in society, of course, we understand that there is a double standard. But in that double standard, do we expect you to be subpar? I mean, over par like Obama, just to be looked at as normal? Is that kind of how it is for women?
Yes.
We have to be undeniable.
Well, I think y'all are all undeniable.
Shut up, fool. No, seriously though, like I think
it's only entertainment.
That's why I get so passionate about certain stuff. Like I got the trifecta. I'm a black gay woman.
You're gay?
I think so.
Okay.
I like girls sometimes. No, I'm just kidding. No, seriously though, like I have like nobody's gonna hand anything to me, or nobody's gonna look at me and be like, man, that person right there, she fits the mold for this exact thing that I have going on, and I want her to be there. That's not my reality.
Yeah.
I have to sell the hell out of myself. They gonna get the full Christine Riles experience on my resume, and then when I come in, I have to sell myself even more because I have to overcome the way that I look.
Yeah.
Have you ever had to experience, I guess on another conversation, have you ever had to experience anything like that, Bree? And Bree B. I'm gonna call you Bree B.
Okay, or BB. You can call me BB.
Okay, BB.
Hi, baby.
Yes, I have. I mean, as a black female, of course, all the time. Especially like, an easy example is my profession.
Is it really hard for black females?
I hate this, man.
Is it really hard for black females?
I'm gonna put this up.
You're
right
raising
here.
two. Let's find out.
I mean, I'm serious.
I'm serious too.
BB,
Like you have to take that shit serious.
BB, I'm serious. Is it really hard for you out here in the street?
It's hard. It's hard. Look, they always say that, you guys have to face certain things when y'all go out there, and we have to face. I feel we have to face that much more because we are women and we're black, and so yeah. Like I said, my profession is mainly white males. Imagine what I have to. I mean, I walk in the courthouse with with my little briefcase in a full suit, knocking it down, coming in the courthouse doing what I do, and
Talk
they
your shit.
ask me if I'm the caseworker, or if I'm the paralegal, or if I'm never the lawyer. That's never the first thing for them to ask me. Are you the lawyer? No, I'm always the paralegal, the caseworker, blah 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 blah. And you're not supposed. I don't know if y'all ever been in a courtroom, but there's the area where everybody else can sit, and then there's the gallery where the lawyers can go. Y'all know.
Yeah.
All right.
Good.
No, but thanks for asking.
There's a galley where the lawyers can go, and just sometimes when you're walking into certain courtrooms and you're trying to go behind that galley because that's where I'm supposed to be, right?
Right.
And then you get stopped by the bailiff and ask, all these questions like you ain't supposed to be there. So yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think that's and of course I asked that not because I don't believe you go through that. Because me as a black man, I go through shit constantly. I joked with everybody on the show a couple of episodes ago, and I wear these glasses, right? So if y'all are on our live, which you should be on YouTube, subscribe to us, check us out. I wear these glasses when I'm working. I work insurance, and I wear them for the simple fact, and this is before I had the dreads. I had a mohawk. I wore these glasses so I can fit in. I talk to a lot of white business men at work, men and women, and I don't want to look like the young black kid that knows nothing, right? So I wear these glasses so I can look like I'm at least a young black kid that has some kind of sense. So I wear these just for that.
You look like a young black man with bad eyesight.
That's all you look like.
But you think I'll probably help you with your books as opposed to steal your car?
I don't know if I'll fuck with you with them glasses.
You don't know that?
Yeah,
No.
You see, BB?
Refer me to somebody else.
You see, BB? You see how they do me like that?
Refer me to.
I like the glasses.
I think that leads into a good question though, BB. Do you code switch at all in your profession?
I have to. I can't go before the judge and talk to him like I
Right. Right.
Well, of course, the code switching is hard.
Black people are the best actors, man.
Seen it.
Niggas from the hood are the best actors. J. Cole, baby.
So let me piggyback and ask you something about your mom. So are you upset because she knew she could have had a stroke and she didn't change? You know how hard it is to stop doing what you're doing for so many years.
Okay, so this
and then now I'm gonna eat kale for breakfast, and then don't nobody do that.
Do I understand how hard it is to change a lifestyle? Yes. But do I also understand how important it is? Importance is more than difficulty to me.
I'm sure it was important to her too, though.
No, but it's like one of those things where you have a teenage kid, and you tell them to wear a seatbelt, or you tell them to wear condoms when they have sex because you want them to be safe, and they don't do it because it will never happen to me. So is it important? Is it really important to people? Not really. It's really not that important, KK, if you think about it. No one thinks it will happen to them. Let's be honest. Let's be honest about every situation you've been in to where it's like that bad outcome has came and happened to you. BB, let's be honest. When something happened bad to you, there is always a way that you could have prevented it, or most of the case.
Not though.
No. Let me.
Okay, so I brought that up because me and my brother, we both diabetic, right?
Okay.
Neither one of us are out of shape, but our parents got the shit. It was just gonna happen.
But see, you're talking about hereditary stuff. Now, not
there's
everything is
nothing I can
hereditary.
do. Like, I have to eat a certain amount of carbs a day. Like I just can't eat what the fuck I want to eat.
So because you need to eat a certain amount of carbs,
but I still don't. Sometimes I'm not gonna be like,
whose fault is that?
What do you mean? Whose fault is it?
I'm asking you.
Is it my parents' fault for having the shit or what?
Whose fault is it that you don't eat the proper amount of carbs to keep yourself alive every day? Whose fault is that? Yours or some or your genes?
My genes.
It's your genes' fault.
It's my genes' fault.
KK, I love you, bro. That's wrong.
I'm just saying, dog. Like you don't have it, so you can't. There's nothing you can tell me, dog.
No, I get it.
What? What I say?
He looks like a
Yeah, I'm just like,
Hold on, what?
I hate that because people
I couldn't get it out, right?
people always say stupid. You smoke all that, you don't care. They know that. People that have diabetes know sugar is not good for them. People that have high blood pressure know. So, but they've been eating that shit all day. Like you just can't turn it off.
I get it, but you should. Like there's things.
I know you should, but I'm telling you, as a
what's more important? What the importance of what you should do or what you're used to doing? Let's if you're
we know what's important, but I'm telling you,
why are we not?
So
doing
what habits do you have?
What habits do I have?
Just break the motherfuckers today. Just stop.
Not being on time.
Just stop breaking. Stop peeling your toenails off. Like stop doing that shit. Stop doing that.
You need to stop. You need to be on time.
No.
Because at some point during this episode, I'm gonna talk bad to Damien, and it's not because I don't care about him or love him.
Because you've been there for 5 hours.
It's because I've been here since 5:30.
That was a system issue. I promise you, we were ready when.
But do you have a habit that you can't break? No, that's not health wise.
But just because you can't doesn't mean you shouldn't.
I get what you're saying, Kay. I do think that there are ways that you can, you could be more cognizant of where you are in the day and pay attention to what you eat. But I also think that you haven't been nailed to the wall with it yet. You know what I mean? Like you haven't gotten to that point where your doctor is like, "Hey, fam,
what do they call it? Rock bottom, right?"
Yeah, like you're gonna die if you don't do X, Y, Z. If your feet are to the fire, I don't doubt that you would do what you have to do.
I would hope
up until now, it hasn't caught up with you, so you just,
wing it.
Yeah, you making it.
But that's the thing. Like people don't take a lot of serious shit serious, and that's fine. I get it
because we're trying to stay alive out here.
But we're not trying to stay alive when there's someone saying that you're gonna die because of that. Like people put wants above needs. I get it. We're all human. That's what we do. But let's not pretend that there is a place in life where we should always strive to be as opposed to where we're at. Let's not pretend like we're the best person we can be today. Does that make sense, BB?
Yes.
Like, let's not pretend like what we're doing today is the best we can do. If you're someone that is in your life and you think today is the best that you can ever be in life, I don't want to fuck with you. Does that make sense, BB? Is that too harsh? Am I an asshole when I say shit like that?
So
that's a yes.
No. Okay. So no, I don't think you're an asshole when you say something like that. However, I don't think everybody thinks that way. So you have to be very careful that you have to understand that not everybody has your frame of mind. And so not everybody is going to be on that level that you are on. So no, I don't think that's an asshole-ish thing to say, but I think you got to give grace. That not everybody is, up there like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm learning tact. I guess a lot of people say I have no tact.
You are tactful.
Tactless.
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 Yes, that's what I meant.
Tact, right?
Bless you.
All right, tactless. So people say I'm very tactless.
I'm allergic to Damien's bullshit. I'm so sorry. Excuse me.
We're laughing at that, everybody. We're good.
Yeah, it was funny.
It was funny.
That's a Christmas tree that's in there that I haven't gotten yet. That's what you're.
It probably is.
But that's the thing. Like I think people, we sell ourselves short and we find shit we label shit normal. There's this life, and I don't want to go into this because there's this gray and the black and white. Everything, and there's this gray area, right? I think as humans, we make that gray area bigger than what it really needs to be. Most shit is black or white. We put
fuck you pointing at me when you said black.
Oh my god! I already told you, KK, your black is beautiful. Your black is beautiful, baby.
Black, the whole black table,
right? You got on a black shirt. You gonna point at KK?
Black and white, and then we have this big gray area to where we use our failures and our faults, and we make excuses to where the way we live our life is gray and not black or white. You know what I mean? And it's hard because I do a lot of shit. I make excuses for the reason why I am a lot of ways that I am.
Excuses are tools of the incompetent
to make it feel gray when I know I'm black and wrong. But and I hate fuck it. White is wrong today. Okay, damn it. So I use it to be white because But instead of changing my gray and fixing myself so my gray will be marginalized and my black would be beautiful or my white will be huge, like I don't, and we don't do it. I think we should notice what we do and don't do. And this is all a conversation, which I think is cool. We got deeper into it from the Lizzo conversation, but we should stop making excuses for ourselves because we all know what the fuck is right. And we should just do what we need to do. Count our fucking calories. I should be more tactful. I should be more respectful to women that I've ever dated in this life. I know I'm not the most respectful gentleman in this world. I can't even say gentleman behind my name at times. I know I can do better. And I know I need to do better.
Do you open car doors?
Fuck no, I'm not opening a car door.
You open a door to a building?
Yeah.
I open up
not car doors though. You got the you open your own door.
Do you bring her down and let her in?
I'll open up a door to a building for the next 4 women. I can see you coming out of your car, and if you're, pretty reasonable,
I'll hold the door.
I'll hold the door for 2 minutes.
I just like to see that awkward one.
I'm not even a man, but I understand how that can make a woman feel. I open car doors for my friends. I open car doors for my mom.
I'll make fun of you if you open a car door.
And that's fine. Like Alex will tell you, I don't let Alex pump gas if I'm with her.
Is Alex fine?
Little chocolate drop, yes she is. I open her doors. I won't let her pump gas if she's with me because I understand that makes her feel good. If I can do that and that makes her feel good, why wouldn't I do it? Why wouldn't you want somebody that you care for in any kind of way feel good with just a small gesture like that?
And that makes sense, but you do it because it makes her feel good, which is dope. But are you going out of your way to do it for just anybody? I don't. I'm
talking about the women you're dating.
Yeah.
The woman I'm dating.
Yeah, why would I be opening car doors for a stranger?
I don't open car doors for anybody.
Not even for your daughters?
I will not open up a
Why
car
wouldn't
door.
you do that to set that precedent? We're going to get into that conversation. Was that a segue?
I will.
It was.
I'll open them for my kids.
That I feel like that's a segue into the TI conversation.
I'll answer that question when the TI conversation comes up.
Let's get there.
But I don't. And TI is actually we can go into it now.
Yeah.
So TI. Again, I'm not saying this to make you feel like, I don't know what you do know, BB, and I don't know what you do not know, but you are familiar with TI, correct?
Correct.
All right. Now, TI, how do you feel about the gentleman, Mr. Expeditiously with his constituents? How do you feel about Mr. TI, if I may ask?
I don't have a feeling one way or another. I don't hate the guy, if that's what you're asking me.
Yeah, you
I
think
like the thing about I think one day he said something about going to something about his daughter, about I don't know if it was the OBGYN or who's in there, who's not, and I don't remember, but it was something that kind of was like, I don't.
What he said is
the moron of the South. That's
what he
his new
said
nickname.
is that he loves his daughter so much that he will escort and drive her to her doctor appointments, and everyone got mad about that.
That's not what he said. He's sitting in her gynecological appointment
in a room with her
to see if her hymen had been broken.
He's not in a room with her.
No, he was in the waiting room, but he was going, and he literally stands there and waits till they come out to ask the doctor, is her hymen broken?
Yeah. And
gross.
And the reason why he asked that is because to TI's knowledge, he feels like once a hymen is broken, that means you've had sex. So he was asking the doctor that to see if she was still a virgin or not.
And that is not true.
Yeah. That is not true, yeah.
Well, we know that. But
do you? Did you know before that happened?
Yeah, you can bush a hymen all kind of ways. Trust me, I know. Yeah, I'm just saying.
Get your friend. Get your friend.
Tact.
Get your friend.
Like we just talked about tact.
I'm trying to be better. But yeah, so yes, I knew that. Okay, I knew that. But BB, like, what the hell is these dudes?
Well, I'm just saying, like, how you just gonna go off on KK about what you should do and what you are doing, and then when he called you out, you talk about some.
Why are you teening me right now? Why are you teening me right now?
I don't understand what's going on.
Accountability.
Thank you.
That was.
It's only entertainment.
I was just saying, I know because of a situation I've been long time ago. Long time ago. That's what it was. But the question is, so this is something that he talked about on his show. And damn, I really need my ass whooped, huh?
Yeah, you do.
I mean,
how you say her name?
I wonder real quick. I wonder exactly.
I'm just asking.
Miss Hayes is how you say it.
Yeah,
Miss Hay. Miss Hay. That's how you say it. Hey.
Miss Hay.
I
Miss
think no.
Hay.
I think the M is just the first initial, bro.
I don't. Latrice.
Yeah, I think it's just like yeah.
M. Latrice. Yeah. I don't. Anyway, so I don't know. I want to know why I need my ass whooped, but I will say that I probably do. I it's just my thoughts. It's just crazy. But anyway, T.I. had some comments, right? And he was on his show Expeditiously. That's his podcast. And he had a conversation with 21 Savage. 21. And I'm going to play it. Hopefully y'all can hear it and let me know what you think about this conversation.
Also,
right.
who's having parental conversations with 21 Savage?
Hey, in all honesty, if you heard this whole thing, good. 21 Savage has probably grown up a lot. And T.I. is still the same T.I. we've known for 10 years ago.
Yep.
But listen to this conversation. Hopefully I can hear it. Check out this soundbite.
Because sons can't get pregnant.
That too. But it's like
sons can't get pregnant.
But we know how we treat women. So I feel like I just don't want my daughter to ever just run into one of them.
But you can't keep her from running into
one. Nah, you can't keep her, but I want her to know how to feel real love so that she know how to discern what's the difference between the two.
Yeah,
See what I'm saying?
Absolutely. I think that's key. That's key. Being able to provide the, you know what, me and Lil Duval call it thought prevention hours. You got to put in them thought prevention hours. Keep your daughter off the pole. You know what I'm saying? So you spending time going to daddy-daughter dances and you taking them on trips where it's just you and her. Those are thought prevention hours that you putting in. You got to do that. Yeah, don't do that. But I ain't gonna be somewhere in Magic City, man. You know what I'm saying? Trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
So that is absolutely necessary for any father. If you ain't putting in your thought prevention hour, then your daughter end up or down. So don't blame her now. Don't look at her talk about, oh, you mother. No, you didn't set an example. You did not set an example. You did not show what the it was that she should be doing versus what she's doing.
So you supposed to be ashamed if you're a stripper?
So listen, you heard that, right, BB?
BB is stressed.
Hold on. So listen, what did he say that was wrong? I want you to start off. What did he say that was wrong, BB?
I don't like thought prevention. So I understand the underlying message, right? I understand what you're trying to say, but I don't like the thought prevention hours. I don't know if that's the only reason, the only way to keep your daughter off the pole. I don't know if that's necessarily it.
It works.
But I understand I understand what he was trying to say.
So Tina. So listen, I'm gonna set this whole thing up before Tina even speaks. Okay. So Tina dislikes T.I. Right?
I can't stand T.I.
And it's not like a little small dislike, right? It's like huge. It's bigger than, it's longer than the Nile River, right? That's how big her dislike for T.I. is. It's expeditiously large. All right. I don't even know if that shit. I should say exponentially.
There you go.
But we're gonna use T.I.'s word, okay?
Right.
So before you listen to anything Tina says about how she feels about T.I., you have to understand she is extremely biased. All right.
Am I?
Yeah. I mean, because we've already had this conversation.
Yeah.
T.I. in the last 5 years, T.I. has said a plethora of stupid shit. Right? T.I. has been probably one of the dumb celebrities in the Black Lives Movement matter. And he has been very idiotic in a lot of shit that he says. And I fuck with T.I. His music about Black lives has been tremendous. His it's just that he's just not, I expect him for being as close of friends with Killer Mike as he is. I expect him to be on a Killer Mike level. And he's on a, who's that dude? Got him. Who's that dude?
Welvin?
He's on a Welvin level. That's where he's at when it comes to this. And for him to be as close to T.I. to Killer Mike,
Mike is problematic too, though.
But he's on point.
To you?
To a lot of stuff he said as of late. To me, yes. To me.
You.
So anyway,
because he leaves black women out of a lot.
And see, so I don't see what you see. So again, you're right to me, but that's a whole nother. So for your that was my whole preface for you guys about Tina's a T.I. hate that's about to come your way.
And this isn't even Okay, I don't like T.I. Let me try not to dance around it. I don't like T.I. I think that for as much as he promotes the strength of the Black family, he's a negative example of what a Black father should be, especially a Black father with multiple daughters.
Do what I say, not what I do. That don't work?
No, that doesn't work for me. Do what I say, no, what I do does not work for me. THOT prevention hours. You try to put a tagline on parenting, you fucking moron. Excuse me, Miss BB. I don't mean to talk like that in front of you. Like, you're an idiot, bro. THOT prevention hours. Oh, you just love your daughter and show her what love from a man looks like, and be active in her life. You don't have to call it keeping her off the pole. You could just raise her to be a productive member of society. How about that? Back to the very beginning of that clip was, oh, we act like this sons can't get pregnant. Okay, so
that's irresponsible. I get it.
Let's keep that same energy. Put your daughter on birth control and let her live her life just the way you would put some rubbers in your son's pocket and tell him to live his life.
So when it comes to the beginning of it, I think that is very irresponsible, and I don't like men thinking that they can't get pregnant. When I had my kids, me and the mother of my kids, we were both pregnant, right? Biologically, we go through different things, but we both are bringing a kid in this world, right? We both are parents, pre-parents, whatever you want to call it. But the responsibility is on both of us, period. So when he sits here and says basically, I'm not saying he says this because I don't want to put words in his mouth, but when he leads with saying men can't be pregnant, is basically taking the responsibility away from us and giving it on just women. Because
that's how he lived his life.
And I think that's a shitty thing to do. And of course, he may live that life because of his lifestyle as celebrity. So he has to be out more than he has to be at home. Another conversation. But I agree with you. I'm not taking it from you.
Right.
But I think for most men, because most men aren't T.I., most men aren't Jay-Z, most men are, a normal human beings. And I think a lot of men that are not T.I. live that way. Like, oh, I'm not pregnant. She pregnant.
Right.
I'm
gonna live my life until that baby comes.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And after the baby comes, it's like whatever. And I know I do that sometimes as well. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I have two daughters, and their mother. I feel like I have a more of an ability to work. And when I work, sometimes I got to go out of town. Sometimes I work crazy hours. So I don't have to have the same 9 to 5 schedule to make sure the kids are asleep and in bed as she does. Right.
Right.
Is it fair to her? No, it's not. Is it fair to the kids? No, it's not. But that's my job. And me being a man, I feel like I have that ability to do that. Right. And it's not necessarily me being a man, but that's just my job. And if shoes on the opposite foot, I wouldn't mind to fit that mold. But you know what I'm trying to say.
Right.
It's both of our responsibilities. But the THOT prevention hours, just because he taglined a situation that a guy, a man, a male thinks about a woman. My biggest job, I have 2 jobs. 1, make sure my daughter does not get on the pole. Right. 2, I don't want none of my kids getting fucked. So along to the conversation, along to the conversation that we had about
those 2 things will happen, just because you said
but listen,
what do you think is gonna happen?
The conversation that we had when I was talking about how would I feel about my son if my son grew up and was a homosexual, right? It's not because I don't want to be a homosexual. I don't want none of my kids getting fucked, period.
God,
whether it's a male or a female. That's just kind of where I'm at, period. Right? I thought about that
shit.
If
he's straight, he's not gonna be getting fucked.
Huh?
He's not gonna be getting fucked if he's straight.
Hopefully he's doing the fucking if he's straight.
They fuck back.
Hello.
So anyway,
hello.
So that's my thought process. You know what I mean? And I even told you, like, if my daughter was a lesbian, I'd be more okay with it than if my son was. And it doesn't make sense to you. It has nothing to do with gay or not being gay. It's just my thought process. But again, our thought process as men, again, KK said that if his son brought home a beautiful, gorgeous woman, it would be like, God damn, it would mean more to us than it would to y'all. But I understand we don't want our women on the pole. We don't want our women in Magic City.
Your woman or your daughter?
Our daughters. Do we want to tip women in Magic City? And do we want to have sex with them and sexualize them? Yes. but we want better for our kids. Does it make sense? It doesn't make sense.
They all not having. What do you think they're in there doing though?
Who?
The women
in Magic City?
Like in a strip club?
See, I have a whole different view on that than I do with them being with 120 people.
Come on.
So,
do you think they're not out there fucking? Is that what
I know from my experience? I know that this person wasn't out there just fucking.
All right. That person.
I'm just.
It was my child. I mean, she wasn't stripping or nothing, but
she was working at a club.
She worked at Hooters. But she made money working at Hooters though. Like she traveled and she was on calendars and shit.
Okay.
I didn't see it as her out there just fucking with people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
I mean, it's not a poll, but I mean, she's showing body.
But KK, hold on. But KK, did you hang out with her to prevent her the thought prevention? Did you do the thought prevention deals?
Every one of my kids.
That's the point. He did the thought prevention task.
I didn't do no thought prevention. I was a father.
But Thank you, Kay. Thank you, Kay.
Oh well, I'm just saying I did what I do with all of my kids.
But that's what T.I. is saying. He used thought prevention. Again, people don't like the simple fact that he called it thought prevention because he's being
it's only entertainment.
Entertaining.
I think he believes that.
Huh?
He believes that.
What'd you say, BB?
I said he's being a jerk. That's not only for entertainment. He believed that. But let's talk about the underlying message, which is going back to opening car doors and building doors and things of that nature. The underlying message was that he dates his daughter. He shows them what they should. So then no little, your little raggedy son can't come and impress her with the bare minimum. And she's like, oh my God, and then she out there getting fucked like you don't want her to get fucked, right? So, do you date your daughter?
I don't date my daughter, but I give both of them. I've always opened doors, take them to get.
But you're dating them. You're showing them what love looks like.
On me and my daughter's first date, I gave her a rose. I wouldn't say I don't date my daughter, but I'm probably one of the worst daters ever, right? I raise my daughters.
Stop.
Go ahead.
Your love for your daughter shouldn't stop at that bullshit excuse you just gave us.
Which was what?
It has to transcend. You're a bad dater. So what? You can do that shit to other people's daughters, which still isn't cool, but those are your babies. And those are the two young black women that you're putting into the world. Show them what love from a man looks like. And
I agree with you 100%. There's no but to it. I hate when people agree to and say but. So there's no but to it. I will say this. Do I date my daughters? I respect my daughters. I love my daughters, but I raise my daughters, if that makes any sense. I don't have this fictitious life that I want my daughters to live thinking that everything is great, peachy keen. Like I told you before, someone asked, well, what if someone did this to your daughter? Would you want someone to do that to my daughter? I respond that I know someone is going to fuck over my daughter. I know someone's going to try to treat my daughter like shit. I know someone is going to show her the worst person they can be and sugarcoat it to be fucking chocolate. What I want to teach my daughter is the rule of life to where that she can see it, spot it, and be gone in 2 seconds flat with no issues behind it. So I don't sit here and expect my daughters to never go through bad shit. I raise them so they can notice it and be okay to leave situations that they have no business being part in or that they're better than, if that makes sense.
I can tell you now, being in their life, dog, you're going to get, from when my daughter left for Baylor, she left for Baylor in 2013 and she moved to Dallas after she graduated in 2017. We in 2020, she got married this year, so I couldn't tell how many calls I got in her crying over a fucking dude.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to happen, man. Like, you have to know that your fucking daughter is going to be.
But I know it's going to happen. I said it's going to happen. I expected that.
But I don't think preparing her for a worst case scenario is the way to show them that they're, you know what I'm saying? That they
can. But you got to let them know it's going to happen.
Yeah. Oh, sure.
Because they don't know they think love and I'm like.
You can give them a dose of reality while also helping them set standards.
But, and you're 100% correct. And I feel I do that. Right? Mind you, these are my first two kids. 14 months apart. I didn't have time to fuck up on one and get the other one right? And I know it sounds weird, but that's kind of what happens. We figure shit out, right? There's no real handbook for it. There are handbooks for it. I'm not saying there's not, but let's be honest. So what I'm saying is, I show them the real, and I also love them and care them. The reason why I hate the whole analogy that you're talking about, BB, or the whole opening up the door for people, is because I know a lot of women that have been in situations with a gentleman, a guy, and they're like, oh my gosh, he's so awesome. He opens up the door for me. Every time he goes somewhere, he pays the tip and this, that, and the third, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, and he treats them like shit. And I tell him, like, you understand that you're valuing the way that he was raised and looking at that as more than what it really means, right?
So you're making my point. Go ahead. I love it. I love it when you help me.
No. I love it. No. Listen, no. And BB, I love it when you help me. Because listen, this show is not for me just to talk to people and speak my shit. I want to hear y'all shit. I want y'all to grow me as well. If we sit here and grow each other, this was a great fucking episode. But the thing is that, I want them to see shit for what it really is. Mm-hmm. I don't want them to mistake something that someone was raised doing as something that, oh, they love me, they care about me, they're doing this because it's me. You know what I mean? Now, again, I know a lot of people sit here and say, like, you got to do shit like that. So like you said, Tina, earlier, you're setting that standard. So you're not setting the ceiling, you're fucking setting the floor. This is the least you have to do. But you have to understand, when niggas do the floor for women, when a lot of men aren't even doing the floor, women take that shit for so much more than what it is. I've capitalized on shit like that.
I've said a million times that the bar for straight men is in hell.
Agreed.
That shit is in hell. Go ahead, BB, because I know you finna give it to him the way he need to get it.
Well, so basically, you're absolutely right. The reason I am a big proponent of doing that is so that when the man does open the door, they're not excited about it. Mm-hmm. It ain't shit. My daddy been opening it. You gotta, the bar has been set. Now you gotta go above and beyond. You gotta do something wow. Because my daddy already showed me that. This is not gonna make me drop panties. This is not gonna make me have butterflies. This is not, because this is how I grew up. You have to open the door for me. My daddy been doing this. So what I'm saying is, for us, for little girls, our fathers are our first. That's the man that you love. That's the man that's everything to you. That's your first boyfriend, right? For a lack of a better, that's your first. That's who you're going to pattern somebody else after. You're going to date your daddy eventually, right? So if daddy is doing A, B, and C, and daddy's bringing me flowers, and daddy takes me out to dances, and I'm not saying that what you're doing is subpar. I'm not saying that at all. And I'm not saying that what you're doing is not going to make an impact in their lives. You are in their life. So that is amazing in and of, of itself. But what I'm saying is, don't let these little raggedy niggas come in and open the door for your daughter and make her feel like she's something special because you refuse to do it. Is all I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, you have all the ingredients. Now put the icing on top.
That makes 100%, 110. That makes fucking sense. I mean, that's it.
Yeah.
Period.
And
I was ready,
right? And Damien is Damien, for your rebuttal, Damien is one of the most involved fathers I've ever been around. So the impact he's gonna have on his daughter's lives is gonna be amazing, regardless. And I can say the same for Kay. The way that he talks about his kids is just like. A lot of men don't do that. I
was about to say, I think Kiki is way more involved than I am.
He probably is.
I get talked about for that shit too.
But you guys are so involved in your kids' lives. It's gonna make a difference regardless. I just don't want you to let who you are as a man affect the way that you set that precedent for your girls.
So have that same energy when T.I. is trying to be a good father to his kids, but tricking on these bitches.
What do you mean? I don't care if Tiny let him cheat, then Tiny let him cheat. That's their business. That don't have nothing to do.
I was totally joking.
Look, if that's what Tiny is letting rock, then girl, keep rocking it with them blue eyes. I don't know what's going on.
This girl power shit that you and BB have, y'all need to cut this shit out. Every time you say something to make good points, you laugh, and every time she makes a good point, y'all gonna cut this shit out, okay?
For real, it's just that just bothers me, and that. The daughters can't get pregnant. Hard on my daughter's line of thinking is borderline archaic to me at this point. why don't we raise our sons not to be assholes? Yeah. Because obviously we've tried it one way, right? We've tried preparing our daughters and doing all of these things to make sure that our daughters don't fall victim to people trying to screw them over or do things to them. And there's still women out here being raped and assaulted and all of these different things. Why aren't we hammering home the same stuff to our sons that we do to our daughters? Treat them to be good people. Treat them not to, like give them a standard of how they're supposed to be so that we're not raising the next asshole that's going to go and screw your daughter over.
No, I think
where's the accountability in that?
No bullshit. BB, like the way you kind of broke it down to me, it makes sense. I'll probably, do that.
Just
simple.
Yeah.
Do that simple shit. Do the floor.
It doesn't take you do the floor. It doesn't take anything out of you. Open car doors for them. Buy them flowers. Take them on dates. Take just you and your baby girls. Take them on dates. Dress up. And we love that. We love that. And so now, I mean, dude gonna have to whoever get her heart. At the end of the day, he had to come with it. He couldn't do the floor. The floor already been done.
Man, fuck y'all, both y'all. Okay. No, I get.
You got to like when you come to the crib, but the computer desk is just full of dead flowers. Like she don't get rid of them. Like she love that shit. Like
no, and in all honesty, when it comes to my daughters, like I do a great job, right?
You do,
but I know. I guess with this one conversation more than others. Like I'm not, they get the soft stuff from their mom, right? No. And listen, I'm going to sit here and say that I'm wrong already. Like, trust me, I've been thinking about this for the last 2 weeks, but they get the soft shit. No. And I sit here and what happened?
Nothing.
Oh, like I get it, but, I get what y'all are saying, and I guess this is something, in all honesty, that I feel like I needed to hear at this moment, because I also need to be, Mr. Soft, Sweet Damien as well.
They're not gonna tell nobody,
and
they keep secrets.
Jeez, really?
I'm sorry.
That was a good one.
That's an inside joke.
No.
No, it's an outside joke. They're all over.
Yeah, fuck everybody that gets that joke that's been watching this for the last 10 episodes. But anyway, no, I get it, BB, and I needed to hear that because I need to do that not for myself and how I feel about women, but I need to do it for my daughters and how I feel about them.
Yes,
I guess that's the best way to summarize.
Tap into their emotional side. That's the female or the women in us. Tap into their emotional side.
Because no, go ahead, finish. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, that and I believe. Look, I've never met you before, but I believe that you are a great father. No doubt at all about that. And I'm not saying that you aren't if you don't do this. I'm just saying eventually the baby girls are gonna, gravitate outside of you, and you just want to make sure that they're completely prepared. That's it.
And they had an age too, because how old are they?
10 and 11.
Because Kyla's 12. I gotta pull teeth out of her mouth to get a conversation with her. It's not a fine. Like we need to have a conversation. We need to talk. Like what's going on with you?
Yep.
And then let's go get ice cream. And then when we go somewhere away from the house and it's just me and her, she talks.
Chatter.
Yeah. She won't hush. Like this is what I want from me at the house. But she don't talk around her brother. So
okay.
No.
Because he is when I tell you, like people have a problem with him, she can walk to the mailbox and a voice say, what the fuck you say? I like Carrie.
Yeah.
You can't beat up everybody she friends with. You know what I'm saying? You a man. You're 19. She's 12.
Oh, I forgot. I was like, how old is he? Because yes,
he's
he 19.
Can. Yeah, but no, he threatens, like even when I pick him up from school. Bye, Kyla. Get your ass in the car, man. Like, you're not gonna fight a 12-year-old. You know what I'm saying? Like, let her have friends, let her grow up. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, but when I take her away from him, we good.
I do fun shit with my kids. Like we play video games, go outside, ride bikes and shit like that. So I feel like when I'm playing games and riding bikes and jumping around and doing shit like that, I feel like that's dope. And I think it's dope because they're kids. But the cute shit,
You got to do that.
I'm not doing, and I'll honestly say I'm not doing the cute shit, right? And I'm not doing this shit like, you know, their mom is like, they'll take her to parks, they'll do homework, and they'll go hiking and shit like that, and go get ice cream and out to eat all the time, right? Fuck, I'll just cook, or we'll just.
They like the park though. My daughter liked the park.
No, but that's the thing. So it's like I as it's being said between, you know, BB, thank you, and Tina, fuck you, and as we're talking about this, like, it makes sense. I get it. Like if I have a flaw, that's a flaw that I have that I need to do better, but not just with my daughters, but with, you know, women in general.
Most people wouldn't be that receptive to that conversation, for one. So kudos to you, and fuck you as well. Also, I think that this is just a testament to breaking those generational curses, bro. Like, our parents just did what was necessary for us to stay off the pole, because that's the theme for the night. Stay off the pole, stay out of jail, and stay alive, right? Those are the things that our parents did for us. And they did it by any means necessary. And some of that may have caused trauma to us, or gave us, you know, like, it made us think things in ways and which aren't always right or productive to our lives. And now we're learning to, of course, keep our girls off the pole, keep them out of jail, and keep them alive, but we're learning to enrich them now. And I think that's what you're stepping into. Like, before, you were making sure that they're normal, happy kids. Okay, cool. And now you're setting them up to be successful people and to have successful relationships. Our parents didn't set us up. I know my parents didn't set me up to have successful relationships.
No,
you know what I mean?
No, I like, man,
I really be talking my shit.
My mama did, like, my parents did. My mom worked 2 jobs. She would never own.
Yeah, that's that's
raised, me and my brother raised ourselves, basically.
Oh my God.
No.
Okay. BB, can you see the comments?
No.
No.
Okay, so
hold on, who's comment? Who do you want?
Reese Jackson just said
this one.
Yes, Jay 100% traumatized me. Okay, so backstory: Maurice was like my first boyfriend ever. Okay. Jay is my dad, so my dad traumatized him. That's funny. Reese, if you would like to expand on the story, please feel free, and we'll make sure we highlight it so BB can see it. But yeah, he definitely traumatized him. My dad is a big guy, and yeah, he wasn't having that shit. Not even a little bit. They're arguing. Okay. I'm playing. No, but I think Damien, you're getting to a good place where it's like BB said, it's the cherry on top. They're alive and they're doing well, and now you're gonna set them up to thrive.
No, I mean, and I agree. Like that was, I mean, shit, no, that and I've been thinking about that, because I'll be honest with you, like, my kids love me, right? Like, everyone jokes about KK, like, they love me, but they really don't fuck with me, right? and I'm daddy, like, I'm tough. I'm the dad. I'm the protector, right? And I love that I'm the protector. I'm tough. If you need something, come fuck with me. But I don't want to just be that. You know what I mean? And it's one of those situations to where, like, I know I owe them more than just that.
Absolutely. I think we're all figuring that out as parents. Like, my kids are 14 and 11, and you know, how do you feel today? What's wrong? You know what I mean?
Fine. I need more than one word when you talk to me.
Okay. No.
How was school? Yes. Good. What was good about it?
Exactly.
Mama come pick me up. Like, nah, I need to hear this shit. Like,
no, that's 100% true, man. Like, today I hung out with my daughter all day, and it was like, we're together a lot, but we don't kick it like that. Like, we went to the gym this morning. We came home, we ate breakfast. We went to go visit her godparents. Like, we did stuff. I took her and her 3 friends to go buy matching pajamas for some Christmas thing. I don't know. I don't even know what they doing. But I did all this stuff, and I'm letting her pick the music in the car, and, you know, just stuff. And we talk, and, you know, like, you just find out those things. You know, my kid is fun.
Yeah.
I think that I'm getting to that fun part of parenting too. Like, not that it wasn't fun before, but it's really fun now, because it's like, you want to go get coffee? You want to, you know what I mean? Like you want to go hoop, you want to go to the gym. Like we're able to do those things.
Five and below is our spot. I thank God for that stove, man. I don't go in there for a whole hour and just.
See, I don't do that. I think that's the thing that I miss when it comes to like I'm so big on teaching them shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably not having fun, right? I'm so big on teaching them and showing them things and growing them up because I think it's important.
Is it out of fear?
No, I don't know what it is out of. I guess someone asked if I haven't processed it. So I don't know what the fuck it is or what the reason is, but I will sit here and say that, you know, I want so much for them with responsibilities and success. And it's like, I know what it takes. So I feel like I know what it takes to be successful and responsible. I'm not letting them be kids.
Yeah. You got to let them make mistakes. It's crazy. I had this conversation with my mom, like not that ago. And I was harping on something with my daughter like so much. I was driving her nuts. And then she was telling my mom about it. And my mom was like, yo, like you got to lighten up. And I'm like, I would hear that out of your mouth. But it's because.
You have to beat my ass for not washing the dishes,
exactly. But girl, Pam with that chancla. But it was like, she just let me know, it was like, you're doing that out of fear. You're afraid that she's going to make the mistakes that you made or the mistakes that you saw other people around you make. So you're on her ass, but it's out of fear. It's not necessarily out of love. You're afraid that she's going to fall short. You know what I mean? You're harping her to be X, Y, and Z when I just need to let her be her. So that she can, you know what I'm saying? She can figure stuff out on her own because that's going to happen eventually. She's going to have to make those mistakes and figure stuff out on her own.
Say I had a thing with Kyla. She wouldn't really talk to me for like a few months. And I finally asked like, what? Because she talks to her, I'm like, why she don't talk to me? She's scared to ask you stuff because every time she asks you say you're tired. Because of my schedule. So like I get up at 3:30. I'm home like at 2:30. I go to sleep. I take her to practice. I take her to tumbling. But when she want to do extra stuff, like I was always telling her, nah, let's shut it out. Let's go.
Right. Get that no-dose.
She was losing her like you can lose your kids like over time. So, we got a call?
No, y'all are good.
My bad.
No, it's just cool, man. Like, yeah. And I know I've been going back to the same conversation, but I guess I should start dating my daughter. No, I appreciate it.
We're making progress.
I'm going to I'm gonna figure that out. I'm gonna do better at being softer Negro as opposed to the tough Negro that I am in real life.
And then they will require that.
Bowling, you can do anything,
you can do cheap stuff. And then they'll require that from their partner though. Like they'll need someone to connect with them on that level. Just taking me to do shit won't be enough.
No, we used to go to the movies all the time, and I used to always sit down and cook instead of going out. I used to cook with them, teach them how to cook, and I'm more big in like cooking with them, teaching them how to cook, as opposed to going out to restaurants all the time because I want to teach them how to. And again, I'm so big on teaching them as opposed to like just go fucking. I took my and I mean shit. Like thank you. Like fuck it. Fuck y'all. Fuck both y'all. BB, I'm sorry. And whatever. But so speaking of daughters, now this is something that is going to change the whole dynamic of the night. Okay, I've learned something myself from conversation about my daughter. Okay. And now I think we should learn something. Maybe this information can help us out about someone else's daughter. Okay. Now I have a close friend of mine. Okay. And close friend of mine. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
All right. Hey, BB. There you go. Introduce your. I don't know. You ain't got to introduce yourself, friend of mine. But she is going through a situation, just a topic. Okay. And not a topic, just life. She's going through life, and I will, shut the fuck up, so to speak, and I'll let her speak. The floor is yours. How are you, by the way? I know it's midnight. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm actually happy to talk about this conversation because I feel like it's very hush hush. Because for some women, it's kind of embarrassing or, they're ashamed about it. So I've been going through a learning process with the steps that I've had to take. And basically, what's happened is I recently found out about a month and a half ago that my daughter, she's now 18, she was molested and raped by her father's brother. This happened 2 years ago, and she was basically shamed by her dad's family because they didn't want to go through the legal process. They didn't want that embarrassment, I guess. I don't really know. I can't speak for that family, but it was brushed under the rug, and it was done in a way that honestly it pissed me off, because it's like, this is my daughter. Like, why would you not tell me this?
Hold
so
on. So they knew about the situation before you did.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, finish.
The reason why they found out is because my daughter confided in a friend. This friend went and basically blabbed her mouth at school. A teacher overheard the conversation. The teacher brought it to the principal. And for some reason or another, I don't know why they didn't contact me as well, but they contacted the dad. Dad kept it secret. And I still, to this day, don't even know why him as a man wouldn't go to me and tell me, what happened.
Hold on. So real quick, the relationship between you and your child's father together, separated, I'd assume, right?
Yeah, we never married, none of that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Like, we've known each other since we were in high school.
Are y'all co-parenting to where y'all are cordial, or y'all kind of like just my time, your time type situation?
It's a my time, your time situation, and I kind of mostly blame that on, the wife that's in the situation. So I think it would be a different story if she wasn't involved.
Okay. So I guess the information came out, and of course it was given directly to the dad as opposed to both parties. Nothing was done on the dad's end. So I guess how long did it take for you to actually find out about this?
This happened in the summer of 2018.
Okay, so she was, let's say 16-ish?
She was about 15. She's about to be 18 in December.
So she wasn't a child. She was like,
she's an adolescent.
She was adolescent. She was older.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So
she was the whole situation was so bad to where they lied to me and told me that she was on birth control. Just to.
Why would that have anything to do with anything?
It's a long. I'd be on the phone with y'all for like 3 hours to explain all the details of all of this that's going on. But she was just having like irregular periods and heavy periods because he basically took her virginity. So in order to combat, the heavy periods and stuff, they put her on birth control. As
opposed to the situation that was happening to her. Was it like
correct?
Was it like a multiple type situation, or just once, or was it something that was ongoing? I know it's kind of crazy to ask.
No, it's not crazy to ask, because I was asking these questions too. But it started off with, from what she's told me, it was like months of, being molested, and then it turned into the rape. The rape happened twice. And all of that was hidden from me. So at this point, what we're dealing with right now is we're waiting for the DA's office to go forward with pressing charges and all that kind of stuff. And it's just heartbreaking to have something like that happen to your daughter and you not know what's going on.
I don't know if there's a word to describe. Heartbreaking is probably not that, and not trying to be silly, funny, but yeah, no, that is it's beyond devastating. If there's a word that I knew in the English dictionary that would describe devastating times Google, I would use that word. Now, when it comes to, I guess, first question I want to ask, how is baby girl doing? How's she doing?
It's a work in progress. It's a daily struggle. There's just different things that'll trigger her. Even simple things that like food.
Wow, really?
Yeah, it's just like she can smell something and that'll trigger her. She'll see something and she'll be like, I can't do that. She doesn't like to be in big crowds. She's very isolated. And it's just, it's a daily thing. I'm trying not to cry. I'm sorry.
No, I mean, cry. Shit. I want to punch a nigga in his fucking heart right now. So I don't feel bad.
Yeah. It's just, my thing is, and I have to be as transparent as I can because I feel like the story that my daughter's going through, or I'm going through, it's like, I hope that by speaking out, I can give somebody else the courage to know, you're not out there by yourself. There's people that are in your corner. Speak about it because they can do it to you. They can do it to the next person.
Absolutely.
It's easy. And
I guess from what you understand, and not to cut you off, but is this was this his first time? Of course, Black families, we have large families. So is there, and not to make it a black or white thing, but I know most of us have large families. So are there other victims in situations like this? Is your daughter the first? Like what?
So this is like a generational curse in their family. I have spoken to at least 2 other family members that have been victimized by this asshole, pervert, whatever you want to call him. And it goes deeper than that. It's happened to the youngest that I know of. It started when she was 5 years old.
By him or just by other family members?
By him and by one of his brothers.
So he's a serial type situation. So obviously, now the thing that I hate, and when I say I hate, I say this with the strongest. I think if you molest or rape someone, I think your punishment should be worse than if you murder somebody, like death off top. Throw you in a little hole, put you in the dirt, bury you this way, and let people throw stones at your face. And the reason why I think that is because that's a situation that breeds, right? It's not a situation when you molest somebody, it ends right there. If you kill someone in someone's family, you may be mad, you may want to kill somebody else, but you most likely aren't going to do it. It psychologically damages the person who's been molested, especially in men, and it creates molesters, and they go and do it to other, which is probably a situation that the guy who is doing this, your father of your kid's brother, he and his brother has probably been molested too, which is the reason why they're doing it to other people. So and that fucking sucks. But another conversation. The thing is that how did you take it? Like, what did you do once you finally found out about the situation?
It's crazy because I found out from the guy that she's talking to.
Your daughter's talking to?
Yeah, she's talking to a guy, and I'm the type of mom, I want to be involved. I want to know who you're talking to, family, all that. If it's that serious, I want to know. So I just happened to be talking to this boy's mom one day, and she just came out and she was like, how's your daughter doing? Is she going to a counselor? And I'm like, what? Well, she was, raped by her uncle. That threw me for a loop. So I found out from a third party. I didn't find out from her dad, which made it even worse. When I found out about it, I lost my shit. I couldn't sleep. I was shaking. What
did you do when you found out? Like this is just me trying, and if you can, I'm trying to put myself in shoes that I don't ever want to be in, finding this out. I don't know how I would react, and I also hope I never have to find out. But I'm asking you, what is it that, how did you react to this information once you found out?
Well, first, I just wanted to know, like, what's the legal process? Like, why is this asshole, why is he not in jail?
Absolutely.
He's walking around. He's still walking around to this day, posting his location and everything on Instagram. So I'm like, let me get in contact with the CPS worker, get the information from the CPS worker to get a case number for, the investigation that's going on. So now feed her to the fire with the DA's office. What's going on? It's been 2 years. You shouldn't be taking this long to put a predator behind bars.
I don't know if we call him a predator. So, I think that's too nice.
He's a predator though.
He's a definition of a predator.
That's a whole predator.
So
man.
He's a poster child for it.
Yeah. So BB, you are. I mean, your background. We spoke, and you said you've worked CPS situations like that. Now I'm not saying we have a. Oh, actually, let me say something. The mother asked, "Is she getting counseling? How's that going?" Also, one of our heathens asked that question as well. Is she getting counseling? Has that step at least been made yet?
Absolutely. That was the second call I made. That was my whole thing, because aside from the PTSD and everything that she's been experiencing from that situation, I'm like, she needs to get help. She needs to, find a way to work through this, because I don't know what to say to her. Because as far as I'm concerned, I'll go to jail. Y'all just make sure y'all got money on my books, so I'm good. That's really how I feel.
Yeah.
So again, that was my second phone call, was to get her counseling. She's going every week for about an hour and a half. And I've seen her make a lot of progress with like her emotions and stuff like that, but she's real closed off. She don't trust nobody.
She should, yeah.
She just likes to be by herself, and I give her that space, but I also let her know, look, if you want to come to me at 3:00 in the morning and talk about what happened, or just come lay next to me in the bed because you feel safer, do that. I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Because she's, for 2.5 years, she's been told that, she was wrong, that she shouldn't do this, that, that's her family. We'll take care of it. Well, bruh, you ain't took care of nothing. I'm about to handle it myself and go to jail.
As much as I think that that's the right course, don't do that. BB, again, we know your background. I kind of spoke on it. You can speak on it as well. Talk your shit, man. Tell us. I mean, you've been listening, correct?
Yes. So, Mom, I want to just give you kudos for the steps that you have taken thus far. Okay.
1 second, baby. Baby.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Hold on 1 second. We cannot hear you at all, Miss BB.
Did you change
Can you hear me now?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. All right, go ahead, baby. Talk to us.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So, Mom, first I want to give you kudos for all the steps that you've taken thus far. Okay.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. I have a couple of questions for you, though. Does the predator still have access to her at this time?
No. He got a hold of a phone number. Well, her dad, the CPS case that's going on right now.
Okay.
He has been instructed not to have any contact with my daughter.
Okay.
So he somehow, and I actually had to call the cops the other night to report this, but somehow or another he got the phone number to the phone she has, and he actually had his brother.
This nigga is still going out calling her for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Like, really, this nigga still feels like it's okay to contact after he has been outed and this information is out in the world and every party knows what's going on. This nigga has the audacity to still try to contact and really?
Yeah.
What is he trying to threaten her or be like? That's not what happened.
Well. Let me give you a little backstory with that. So it stems from their mother. Their mother is the one that doesn't want to have the charges pressed. So she's the one saying, exactly. She's the one saying, oh no, we'll handle it. Don't get the police involved. You don't want to break our family up. Nah, we breaking everything up. And as far as I'm concerned, you're just as guilty as the person that did it, because you're exactly. You sitting there, oh, let's not do this for family. No, family don't do that to each other.
Right.
Period.
So what is he reaching out to do? What is he saying? What did he reach out to say or do?
Honestly, because I've been so quiet on my end and nobody really knows the moves that I'm making and what I'm doing, I think he's trying to make himself look better and trying to resolve everything.
How?
If I had the answer, I would tell you. I don't know. Okay. But it's just really sad on his behalf that you see your daughter's going through all this trauma. You haven't gotten her help. And now you're trying to, oh, it's okay, let's sweep it under the rug. No, I'm not having that. Sorry.
So the dad or the uncle called?
The dad, yeah.
Both of them.
Oh, wow.
They were both on the phone together.
Hold on. So, never mind.
Go ahead, BB.
Okay. So, okay. So,
I'm not bring nothing positive to this conversation. Go ahead, BB.
Okay. So, she doesn't have access to dad or uncle at this time. Is that correct?
Correct. I've changed the phone number, blocked the numbers, all of that.
Okay. There's an open CPS investigation as of when? How long? When did this start?
They opened a new one because I came to them. So they had originally closed the CPS portion of the case. Because the dad said that he was going to keep the brother away. There was not going to be any contact.
Oh, so then what is open right now? Is a new investigation open right now?
Correct. Because this is added stuff that we're just now finding out. But apparently dad has put hands on the daughter too. So that's
the father of your kids has put hands on his own child because her uncle, his brother, improperly touched his daughter.
Yes.
Okay. So now there's a new CPS case open, and right now they're investigating, is what I'm assuming.
Yes, they're investigating all the allegations. They're looking at all the evidence from the previous CPS case. Okay. They're just pretty much starting from square one.
Good. So what I would advise you to do is just to make sure that you stay on the investigator. And if you have to go above her, go to her supervisor. And if you have to go above that, you go to the program director. But under no circumstances do you let them close this case. Okay.
I'm definitely not.
Right. Because something needs to be done about that. And then you also said that there's a DA. There's a case with the DA right now, right? That was just
for criminal charges.
Huh?
The DA case that's open is from when the rape was reported 2 years ago. So they have not. It's been 2 years since the DA has looked at charges, and I've talked to some of my friends that I have that are in the police department. One of them is a detective in Universal City, and he's like, "Nah, they must have overlooked this, or they could have closed this case." So I've been on the DA's ass every week. Like, what's going on? Give me some more information. I need to know what's going on. So it's just like, I'm chasing my own tail at this point, but I'm not letting up on this.
Okay. I would also look into doing a temporary restraining order. Does anybody know that the dad and uncle is in cahoots to sweep this under the rug, or is trying to contact her to get her to change her story, whatever they're doing? Does anybody know that? CPS or the DA or the police?
Yes, I have. Every time somebody's tried to make contact, I make a paper trail. I do a police report, do a paper trail like that.
Okay. So you're doing everything that you need to do. I would also go as far as to do a temporary restraining order at this point.
Okay.
Against uncle and dad, against the whole damn family, but specifically probably uncle and dad at this point. And definitely keep her in counseling. I think that's a good move. I think you did the right thing. And there's only so much you can do. So did you just now find out about this, or did you find out about this 2 years ago? Maybe my timeline is messed up. I'm sorry.
No, ma'am. I just found out about this in October.
So who opened the case 2 years ago?
Dad reported it when he found out. But he never followed through with anything. He just kind of let everything fall by the wayside. And to me, you know, if they did close this case without, you know, doing any kind of investigation, then I blame the dad for that. You didn't put nobody's feet to the fire. As far as I'm concerned, my daughter can't move forward and heal unless she sees some kind of repercussions, you know, something happening to the uncle.
Right. Okay. Well, I think everything that you're doing is what I would tell somebody to do. Make a police report, you know, go to CPS, call CPS. Again, I would do a temporary restraining order. I would even go as far as to try to make another police report myself and maybe not piggyback off of Dad's police report and just call in a whole nother, especially since you just found out,
right?
Call in a whole nother police report.
Okay.
And then at the very least, you know, I always say, well, I would say go to the media, but she's a child and she may not want that. So
I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't say that would be a bad idea, BB. And it's not necessarily for, you know, to put the exposure, but you understand what the media did to Ahmaud Arbery. You understand what going to the media did to you know, George Floyd,
to magnify that situation.
Breonna Taylor.
Yeah.
So I mean, you know, there's going to be a lot of prosecution situations that aren't going to get to this the way that they should be.
Right.
And so going to the media, there's going to be a situation to where it's going to have its cons. It's going to have its negative effects, but it's also going to have its positives. So I'm not saying do that, but of course, again, you have to look at the pros and the cons.
Right.
It might not be the situation. It might be the people you're talking to, which is why it's not being handled in the way that we all feel that it should be handled. Because I know me as a father, man, at this point, the story that you're telling me, I'm not sure if I'd even be mad at the uncle. I'd be mad at the father of my kid at this point. At this point,
I am beyond livid because it's like that is your only daughter. Like I'm sorry.
We could have 20 daughters. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
No.
Your job is supposed to protect that child, and you're not. You're shaming her for something that is not her fault.
Yeah.
And at this point, honestly, I have thought about going to the media, and that's something that I think about every single day. And the only thing that's holding me back is because, you know, my daughter's going through counseling, and when I first found out about it, she's kind of like, she's been through so much and it's been dismissed so much that she's like, I don't care. I don't care. Her coping mechanism now is laughing.
She doesn't want to relive it.
Yeah, no.
Exactly.
So someone also, not to cut you off, but someone also asked, have you gone to counseling to kind of get yourself through this situation? It sounds like you're fucking on point. Like you're calm, but of course it's been a long time. So I like how you're coming. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but have you gone to counseling? Have you thought about that?
Honestly, I don't have that mindset to think about myself right now. Like my mindset is my daughter good? Is she getting the tools that she needs to be able to move forward through this? So everything that I'm doing, I'm making sure that it's for her benefit. I know I'm going to eventually need that counseling, but right now it's like seeing my daughter in the mental state that she's in is not sitting right with me.
As a father, pretty soon they'd have to open up a case on me. Like at this point, we can close all those cases. And I'm not talking this shit trying to be tough or macho. Like I don't understand. Never mind. And the sad thing about this is like this is more common. Again, Ms. BB worked with CPS, so she's handled these situations. Shit often. I guess that's the best word I can say. Often. I have a friend on here who's watching that is also in CPS, and they can also comment on the times. It's oh man, like it's 2020. Why are we still doing these prehistoric acts to our kids and our family? Like, what the fuck is really going on?
Well, let me say this about CPS, and whoever's familiar with it, I'm kind of pissed with how CPS is handling this case, because CPS is so backed up with cases that, because my daughter's case happened years ago and it's not current, they're kind of like dragging their feet on it. And that's not cool to me. I understand the workload might be heavy. I get it. And now they're adding the excuse of COVID in there. I get COVID. I'm not trying to dismiss that at all. But come on. This is a child that was violated, that had her child. My daughter is graduating this year. Do you really think she should be thinking about something like this? No.
She shouldn't be thinking about this shit if she was graduating her 8th master's degree. This is something that no woman should ever have to fucking think about or deal with. And I think this is a situation to where I want swift justice. And I don't want just swift justice. We can never have justice. I want baby girl to be okay. Yeah. And it's hard to sit here and say I want her to be okay, because it's not something as simple as waving a wand and everything is good. Right. I fucking hate this story. And you know, you've contacted us months ago or shows ago about talking about this, and I didn't know how to tackle this, but the best way to tackle it is just to tackle it. And it's not about, not saying it's not about your situation individually, but this is something that happens more often than I thought. I didn't think this was a common thing.
No, this shit is rampant, bro, especially in Bexar County. Especially in Bexar County. Bexar County is huge for child abuse and sexual assault. It is huge. And I hate to say it, I think a lot of it has to do with the Latino population here. They're so tight-knit and they're so overwhelmed with making sure that everybody's okay.
Keep it in the church.
Exactly. They don't want to turn their back on another member of the family, but that member of your family is a piece of shit. And you have to do what's right. You know what I mean?
Daddy is a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mom, I have I would like to refer you to an attorney. I can't help you with this, but I would like to refer you to an attorney who I've worked with her with CPS cases, and she does civil rights, and she also does criminal law. So I think she can help you on all facets. Okay. Now, I can't speak to, what she charges or what she doesn't charge, but I would at least love to get you some representation and get you somebody that can help you, because it seems like you need some help.
And once, if you don't mind, maybe we can. So this is the problem, right? And we know it's a big problem. We're gonna get some resource numbers, because there are resource numbers that can help you with this situation. The only resource number that I have for you is 911. That's it. That's all I got
for sure.
But that is also a place to start. And then they'll also have resource numbers that will help you take care of this. This should not be something that is so common. And also the cover up is something that should be non-existent. If you are in a situation like this, that are listening to this show or know someone that is in this situation, and you know who is doing it and you know what is, stop it, end it. Yes. Do whatever you have to do to get him out of the household, away from the kids. Do anything. If you want to put him on social media and blast his ass, do whatever you have to do to get his ass out of society's walk. Do that. And if your brother is out here touching kids improperly, the socially responsible, the podcast, and the rest of the common, righteous, normal-minded people in this world give you the permission to beat the shit out of them. Because this isn't something that is that hard to end. Like this isn't, nigga, tell. Tattletale.
And then like for the mom, like as a she's a mother, like you have. I mean, I understand that's your child, but your child is gonna do something that's gonna get itself killed, and then you gonna be the first one. My baby didn't deserve. Like, man,
yeah, he did.
No, your baby deserved
your
every
baby
bit of
deserved
that.
whatever happened to him. Like so.
And then allowing him to continue to do it to other
it.
children. That's the disgusting part.
And he did it to a 5-year-old or somebody 5 years
he
ago.
needs no
he did
t-shirt.
Somebody 5-year-old. Yeah, he did something.
He
That's
needs
the thing, though. Like
he needs no t-shirt. He needs no hashtag. He needs no proper burial. He needs no wake. Like these are people that are a part of society that I personally feel needs to be written. Tina, I did.
Damien, I do want to say this real quick, and the reason why, y'all have a platform here, and I appreciate everything that y'all do, but the reason why I wanted to speak on this and put this out there is because, DA is telling me, he might not go to jail because there was no DNA evidence because she waited so long. The only thing that they actually have to go off in this case is the fact that they texted him and asked him, did he do it? And he responded, yes. So that's the evidence that they have.
What?
So you could,
He's slow. Is something wrong?
Yeah, obviously there's something wrong with him.
He's slow.
Obviously,
with him.
It is. So my thing is, I want my daughter's story to be told so that the next victim can be like, there's people out here, they support me, they're here for me, I got back up, I'm not wrong. And if something like that happens to them, first thing they're going to do is go to somebody that they know in their corner, gun reported, they will get that DNA evidence, and they're good. Right. I mean, they're not good, but that process isn't going to be so difficult what I'm going through now.
Right. And Damien, what you said before about, just tell, you kind of minimized it a little bit. We live in a society where people don't believe victims all the time, bro. I think that movements like the Me Too movement, it started with good intentions, but people have made a mockery of it because there are people who will go out there and false report.
The kids?
So it's not as easy for victims to come forward because they're afraid that people aren't going to believe them. Part of those predators and the way that they think and brainwash people is they tell them, oh, nobody's gonna believe you, you're just a kid, nobody's gonna believe you, I'm a grown-up, I'm this to this many people, I do this is my place in the community or in the world. They brainwash people and they minimize them in that way to where they think they've convinced them that nobody is going to believe them.
And then if you think your parents don't believe you, that's
exactly. Oh, your parents aren't going to believe it. That your dad is my brother. I've known him my whole life. He'll die for me. You think he's going to believe you? You know what I mean? Yeah. Like it's not always that simple. And I think that's why we have to promote believing victims. If it comes out in the end that, and 1000% do not mistake what I'm saying, we know what your daughter is telling is the truth. But there are people that go out and false report things like this. And I do believe in people facing time or criminal charges for false reporting stuff. And I think like those people do need to be, they do need to be prosecuted. Yes, because there's people like your daughter who get the short end of the stick, who get the shit end of situations like this where they didn't believe that their voice was going to be heard and they didn't believe that somebody was going to pay for the shit that they did to them. So I haven't said it, but I don't even have the words, but you're doing a good job, Mom. Continue doing what you're doing. And
thank you.
Just keep loving on your baby.
Stay sane. Don't do nothing to that dude.
Let the courts handle what they have to handle, and if they don't, at the end of the day, what's most important is your daughter's sanity and getting her back on track. I wish I had some resource numbers, not just for yourself.
BB had one.
Yeah, BB.
I messaged you guys the information of that attorney.
And I'll pass it on to you, and then we're gonna look up some numbers, and we'll put some numbers on our social media for anyone going through the situation, because I know for a fact somebody out here listening, this may be something that you need to hear.
For sure. Well, I thank y'all for making this an open conversation, and I hope that this helped, some of your other viewers or listeners that are hearing this, because again, a lot of this stuff is very hush hush, and victims are shamed, and that needs to come to an end. And I will go to the ends of the earth. I might not be related to you, but look, I'm here for you. I'm in your corner.
You a heathen. You family shit. You one of us.
You know it.
but man, Leona, thank you for everything.
No problem. Thank you.
Thanks for staying up with us all late and shit.
Always.
Thanks for your story. It means more to somebody out there else than you think it does.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Get you some rest, and if you ever need anything, we're here for you, and we'll do the best we can. And if we can't do better than what we're doing, we'll figure out who can. Okay.
All right. Thank you guys so much. I'll have a good rest of the evening.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night. We love you, man.
Love you too. Bye.
Bye.
We have a question for you. One of the heathens is asking, how is it possible that CPS was called as well as the DA and nothing was done about it? And for anyone else in the situation, what can they do to get justice or help?
So you guys, it's been a long time since I worked in CPS. So I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure they're overloaded. And then the DA, I don't know what's going on with that, especially since he admitted to it. I mean, that should be enough for the state to press charges. She says she's following up with the DA every week, and that's absolutely what I would have her, would tell her to do otherwise if she wasn't. The things that she is doing is the things that you're supposed to do. You're supposed to call CPS. You're supposed to call and make a report to the, call the police. I would, if I were her, I would make another report, because right now it sounds like they're following off of Dad's report. So I would just call in and make another report, with the police, and then the police will take it to the DA, and if there's enough charges and whatnot. So, but that's what I would absolutely tell anybody in her situation to do, is do those things. And at the very least, if none of those work, then I would say get an attorney that handles those type of cases, to get it in front of the people that it needs to get in front of, to make the noise, to go to the media, to do what needs to be done to make sure that your child, or the victim, is spoken for and is heard.
I mean, get your voice out there. That's good advice, man. This has been a tough one, BB. I appreciate you for the ride you went on with us, and with it being so late. Thank you.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for holding on to us. What is that over there?
Hi.
Hey, baby girl. Baby girl. It is the next day. What are you doing up?
Christmas break.
That's right.
She's living her best
I
life.
ain't got no curfew.
That's what she's doing. Well,
Mama up, I'm up.
You are a beautiful young woman, and I want to say hello and thank you for staying up with us too. Take your butt to bed. Santa Claus gonna give you coals this year.
Oh my God.
You gonna go to bed soon. The elf on the shelf can't hide if you're up right now.
No elf on nobody's shelf.
But as we go out, man, once again, like I said, thank you for joining us for this. You have your family with you, and thanks for taking time out. If you can, let us know who you are. Give us a shout out about your show, your radio show, and everything. And also, if you can, leave us with something that you want the people.
Wait, before that, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Shout out your socials, how people can contact you, and I will tag it in the comments.
That's even, they're gonna bug it, man.
So you and your baby have the same face.
They say that, I don't see it.
Girl,
yes.
all through the night. Yes.
I know.
Look, just like your mama.
Yeah, I know.
Mari has said you are the mother.
Yes, I am. That's what they say. I don't know. But no. So thank you again, guys, for having me on. If you need to contact me, you can find me on Facebook at the Bethencourt Law Firm. And then I'm also on Instagram, Issa, ISSA_lawyer. And then, of course, my office number is 1-833-4-BREE-LAW. So that's how you guys can contact me if you need me.
She said, "It's a lawyer. We know you black."
It's a lawyer.
Yeah, we know you black. They don't have you for sure. Ma'am, are you sure? It must be it's a lawyer. A lawyer. That's you. You're going back there. We know you. We know who you is.
Gotta wear it up under the suit.
The older folks be like, as a lawyer, I'd be like, don't do that.
You sound like a whole slave.
All right, so we have your contact information down there.
Bree, you good? You type that just right now?
Copy and paste.
How do I copy and paste? Where's I gonna get it from?
I will teach you. But no, that's your information down there. So if you get a hold of her, once again, thank y'all for thank you, Ms. Bree, for tuning in. Now, also give us something that you want to leave everyone who has been listening for the past 3 hours to us chatter and talk. What do you want to leave them with as you go out?
I just want to leave everybody with an attitude of gratitude, right? 2020 has been something. Okay. I don't know what that something is, but it has been something. And a lot of us are dealing with things on all types of levels, right? Because of this pandemic, on top of life, on top of everything else that has happened. And so I am grateful. I'm grateful that I'm able to talk to you guys here today still. And there's 300,000 people that don't have the same opportunity or not living anymore, right? So I'm grateful that I'm still here. I'm grateful. I'm humbled for the fact that I'm able to meet my needs. And so I'm grateful. I'm grateful for it all, y'all. And I implore everybody out there to just look at, kind of reflect on this year. We may not have accomplished everything we wanted to. We may not have gotten everything we wanted to get, but we're still breathing. And, and that is a lot to be grateful for. So that is what I want to leave everybody with.
Well, we appreciate. Thank you for those words, man. KK, thanks for having Bree on, man. This was. She hung out. She hung in with us, man. I appreciate it, KK, for this invite.
Thank you.
You're family now. You're part of the family. Both you and your twin.
Me and my twin.
Y'all are family. So if you ever need anything from us out here in San Antonio, again, not only are you family, you graduated from this area. So I mean, you're here with us. So thank you for everything you've done. Baby girl, get your little butt to bed.
I'm going to sleep. I'm done.
I know that's right.
I don't know what you're doing, baby girl, but I'm going to bed. And you figure out
I know she can lay on the couch if she wants to, but I'm done.
Yeah, I'll see you in the morning. But once again, thank you for everything. You've been awesome. And again, I know I've already said this, but if you need anything from us, you know where to call. We're here. And of course,
and same, y'all reach out to me if you need anything in Dallas.
You know it.
We're gonna go to lunch. I'm in Dallas very often.
Y'all are going to True?
We are not going to True. No.
She said no.
No.
Y'all going to True? Y'all gonna twerk together?
No.
Not gonna do it.
Not gonna do it. Enjoy your night, you and baby girl. Okay.
Y'all too. All right.
Good night, y'all.
All right,
All right, Bree. Bye. Make me want to have another one, but I ain't.
You better strap up.
She said no.
You better strap up. So I guess that leaves us. What are our final words for this evening? What you got, Tina?
I don't have anything. Bree summed it up very well.
KK?
She did. And it got tough at the end, man. Question your kids, you know what I'm saying? Like
I don't even think you have to question them. I think you have to set that precedent. Like if anything happens, you come to me.
What is it that you ask your
make
kids,
sure that door is always open.
What is it that you ask your kids? You were saying your daughter.
Whenever she goes anywhere, when she comes back, I ask her, did anybody touch your poom poom? Did anybody do anything?
Oh my God. We gotta stop using code words.
Well, I'm not gonna call it. She know what it is. I mean, because I told her like if somebody say you gonna hurt your family, none of that. If somebody ever touch you down there,
yeah,
I need to know.
Yeah,
it's a wrap, buddy.
Yeah.
It's a rizap.
Yeah. I have a friend that works in CPS. I have a friend that works for CPS, and she said that there was a kid that was getting, touched inappropriately for months and months and months. And they were saying, oh, such and such touched my, I don't know, my pocketbook or something like that. And nobody knew what the fuck they were talking about. Yeah, nobody knew what they were talking about. So that's why I said that.
We call it a no-no in our film, but they also understand the real word.
Yeah.
But I get what you're saying, just to make it easily talked about.
2020. They say you see, let's say, what is it? Think 2020 is bad. They say wait till it's 21, start drinking.
That's funny. That's funny.
I don't see it getting no better, man.
No, I mean,
not with this virus, the vax. I just don't see it getting no better, man.
It always gets worse before it gets better.
It's been a long 8 months though.
This
man.
is our rock bottom.
How long has it been?
This is our rock bottom.
This isn't even rock bottom yet.
This has to be rock bottom.
No, you don't even see them ugly milk.
Yeah, them hoes.
No, you got to put your foot down.
Them hoes suck.
You can't see it. You have to put your foot down.
Bro, put your foot back on the ground.
You can see your feet down there.
You're
not tall. They down there.
All
You
right,
fit
so
in the frame.
What else? Is that your word, Kay? You got it?
Yeah, that's it.
Bree, what you got for your word?
My word it's more than a word, but speak your truth. Don't try to sugarcoat it. Live your life. Be true to you. Don't be afraid to ask for help.
That's what I said to you when you said that.
That's why I said it.
What?
Speak your truth.
Speak your truth. What else you got, Bray?
That's all I got. I'm gonna leave you with that.
Actually, me and Brianna were about this. We were what we're gonna say on the show. And we actually had our outro before we even had the whole show written. So of course Brianna talks about speak your truth. Fuck what people say about you. That's my word. Even when you're body positive. Even when you're body positive. Again, fuck what people say about you. I live my life, and y'all know how crazy and wild I am. I do what the fuck I want to do. Of course, I feel like I have a good place to where I'm coming from. I try to keep it true and to who I am, and I try not to hurt people by what I do, but I live me as to the best of me I can be. Two sayings that I live by. One is I had this guy. I talked about something like the first or second episode. Johnny Velasquez, I think was his name. He said, everybody ain't for me. So if someone didn't like him, he's like, I'm not for everybody. That's what he said. I'm not for everybody. That's true. That's exactly that's exactly what he said. I'm not for everybody. And that is something that I have lived by. And I heard that at probably 25. So when he sits here and says, I'm not for everybody, I'm like, yeah, that's my response. If you don't like me, I'm not for everybody.
If you are, you fake, man. You put on a lot of faces. Huh?
Yeah. Go ahead.
I said I'm an acquired taste.
Yeah, and
everybody.
And I think we all should be an acquired taste. We all shouldn't be for everybody. And like KK said, if you are, you're fake.
I am for the streets, though.
So
I'm just playing.
So you're street strapped, like I told you. But I mean, so I mean that's kind of what it is. I live my life to be for who I am for.
Yeah.
Socially responsible, the podcast. We are not for everyone, but we're for all y'all motherfuckers. Y'all need this. Y'all need this work. And then my last saying that I live by is that people out there hated on Jesus, so what the hell makes you think they're not gonna hate on you? Like, think about it.
I say that all the time because like man, they talk about Jesus. What you think they gonna say about your ass?
Yeah, who are you?
Who are you to not be talked about?
Yeah,
I remember motherfucker said they said something behind your back. You only got to tell me because I'm sure somebody else gonna say something tomorrow behind my back. It don't matter.
Yeah, exactly, man. I mean, if
they don't bother me.
They hated on Jesus, man, who was probably the most perfect person to walk this earth, and they did not like him. Not only did they not like him, they crucified and killed him. Who the fuck are you? Are we not supposed to talk about you now? Because you're nobody. You let people speak what they want to speak and keep it moving. Don't even address it. Just move on, keep it moving, and handle the shit that you can't handle. The shit you can't control.
No energy into it.
Don't put no energy behind it. So that is my word I have for you guys as we leave. Once again, thank you for tuning in to Socially Irresponsible podcast. We have an outro for you, kind of like Russell Wilson. Thank y'all for coming out. God bless you.
Ooh, let's do this again. He does not play football.
Russell Simmons.
Russell Simmons.
Russell Simmons. The thank y'all for coming out. God bless you. We have
you talking about Sierra.
Yeah, no. But we my goodies. But we have an outro for you. But I don't remember it. We wrote it down and we.
The one you did last week, they ended like irresponsible as fuck.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one. I totally forgot what we had. We wrote it down. We're gonna try to keep on saying
like
that
a mission statement. Make it a mission statement.
That's what it was, man. You know, something irresponsible, be irresponsible. Figure it out, but we'll keep it consistent for you guys. But once again, this is the show. Thank y'all for tuning in. Like we always say, we love you, heathens. And we're out. Peace.
Good morning. I would say good night, but it's more.